Let's get nasty on a Wednesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. The Cardinals fall again last night in Seattle. 5-3 loss. Matthew Liberatore. Oh, geez. Matthew Liberatore. Take three. Matthew Liberatore, 4 innings of work, 6 hits, five runs allowed, 3 walks, 1 K, and gave up 2 home runs. One of which was to the man that was traded for him. One of the two, Randy Arozarena.
I hated that, by the way.
Yeah,
Anthony, I get it. I know why you're sleepless. You had to stay up to watch this Cardinals team. It's every day, and you're fatigued. As am I. Because you had to stay up all night.
Carey, I never noticed you were fatigued. Never.
Talking about the old Redbirds. Carey, you did have a thought, though, following last night's game.
Yeah. I mean, are we at the point where chasing the playoffs is detrimental to this team? Because I know I'm the negative Nancy here. I know people don't know. I was born and raised in St. Louis, went to Hazelwood Central. What high school did you go to? Hazelwood Central. Born and bred here. Lifelong Cardinal fan. I joke about the Dodgers. Not really. I like the Dodgers. But I love the Cardinals. Love them. Are we at the point where this chasing the playoffs is becoming detrimental to the team? Walker didn't start again last night. Masyn Winn, we come to find out, is dealing with a meniscus tear. Still playing games. Didn't play last night. Cool. You got guys that are playing. No disrespect to those guys. I think J.J. Weatherholt should be on the field, right?
He's not even on the field in Memphis right now.
I think he should be playing here. Boy, hell, that's because he should be in Seattle right now.
I'm just saying.
Pedro Pajes still getting opportunities. Crooks, is he your future catcher? I don't know, man. But I feel like we're at the point where we're still in it. And I know, before I even look at the text, like, Carey, we're only 4.5 games out of the wild card spot. You got 4 or 5 teams in front of you. Like, at what point? I feel like, Anthony, Jamie, Marsh, at some level, you can understand this.
What?
I feel like we're family, right?
Damn
we got
right.
kids, not us, individually. Got our family.
We have no kids together.
No,
Yeah.
we don't. Not ever.
Never know, Carey.
Nope. You and I, not gonna happen. Love you.
I was talking about
like
adoption.
I love you. Not gonna happen. A family of 5.
Damn right.
You know, Anthony, you can relate. You can. You get in the car, right? Mm-hmm. You pack those children up. You and the missus sitting in the front seat. You've been on the road for 45 minutes. Say you're going to the Grand Canyon or, I don't know, Niagara Falls, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
45 minutes. You've been in this car. 6-year-old, that sweet 6-year-old in the backseat, it feels like it's 4 or 5 hours for him, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. What does he say to you?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
I'm bored.
I'm bored. Are we there? I'm the 6-year-old in the back seat. Are we there yet, man? Can you let me out? Do I have to take this damn ride?
Say, quiet,
Can
Carey,
I get
eat your vegetables.
No. I don't want to.
car?
I don't want to ride in the car anymore. Are we there yet? Are we at the point where we can just say, enough is enough, man? Throw in the damn towel. Not
But they
literally.
They still have games.
Oh, my God, Jamie! No!
Well, no, technically he's right. So what?
Had they won their last 2 games, they'd only be 2.5 back right
You know why? You know who? I don't even blame the Cardinals anymore. I blame the Giants, the Mets, the Diamondbacks, the Reds for this prolonged misery. Like it is. I have been
They're
a
a 3-game winning streak away from being right there, buddy.
They're not.
They kind of are.
Jamie,
They'd be 2.5 back right now if they won their last 2 games.
Again, Jamie coming off the ropes with a technical term.
I am sick of it. I'm tired. Are we there yet? Do we have to continue to do this every damn night? You got me staying up to midnight watching you play the Seattle Mariners only because it ain't no football on Maction coming soon.
Yes, sir.
On Tuesday nights. Right?
You're begging for some action right now.
I'm begging for action right now. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Can I offer you this, Carey? Can I offer you this?
I'll just sit down.
Brendan Donovan played 6 innings in a double-A rehab game on Tuesday.
Let's go, baby.
He could rejoin the team on Friday. And
no way.
Nolan Arenado began a rehab Wednesday. He could return as early as Monday. Reinforcements are on the way.
That's like making 2 trades and picking up 2 players.
Making 2 trades, and you don't even have to give up a damn thing.
And then it's a sprint to the finish,
You all
baby.
didn't watch last night, did you? You watched it last night? You stayed up till midnight?
Of course I did.
Of course you did not. Because who would do that?
I watched every pitch.
Sickos would do that.
Every pitch.
A sick individual would sit there and watch this team. You're 4.5 games out. Ma'am?
Carey,
sir?
tell me how you really feel.
I wish you well. I wish the Cardinals well.
I don't know if he means that.
I do.
Would you guys shut down Masyn Winn?
So
He needs arthroscopic surgery in the offseason. He is cleared to play the rest of the season.
a meniscus tear is about pain tolerance. Like it's
all it is.
It's all it is. Like it is nothing else. Like, and I will tell you, because I tore my meniscus, some days it hurts like hell.
Yeah.
Like it hurts to walk to walk up or down some stairs, more so down than up. It is awful. But there are other days where you don't even know it's there. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even matter.
They've got magical things that can help you. I went through it too, Carey, just like you. And was getting a shot in my knee every 2 weeks to kind of take down the inflammation and manage the pain. And then that Toradol is a wonderful thing, too. We know that. We've talked about that before.
That is amazing.
And you can play through it. I played through pretty much, 3/4 of a season on that. But we were a playoff contending team. We were a playoff team.
It's like the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The first thing you said.
I just wonder this. Carey, and I know I actually know for a fact you're going to back me on this one just based upon your attitude today, which kind of stinks, but that's okay.
It's been stinking for the last couple of weeks, though. And it's directly related to the Cardinals.
Accountability is important, and you've got a lot of accountability.
I'm very accountable.
But you've got this young player, Masyn Winn. What do we got, 17 games left now?
Sure.
God, please.
Okay, thought somebody might know, but anyways.
How do we know that?
I don't
It's
know.
17. It was 18 yesterday.
It's 17 today. It'll be 16 tomorrow.
17.
We think. Either way, he's putting himself through all this pain. He's not doing any more damage. But, why? Why is it? I know he wants a platinum glove or a gold glove or, all that. I get it. But I don't think 17 games is going to rob him of that at this point. Mm-hmm. If I'm the Cardinals, I feel like because he's so young, the parents, meaning Mo and Ollie and everybody, need to step in and say, you know what? Let's go get that surgery. Let's get you rehabbing. The faster we can get you back to normal, the more progress you can make and development over the offseason than if we wait till the very end. We're losing weeks right now. Because it's really like a 4-week recovery. The next day they start working with you. I don't know about you, Carey. I had it done.
Oh, yeah.
And the next day I'm on that machine making it move. And you are right away back into the fold.
I think it's more detrimental to tell that locker room that you're quitting the season. I really do. It's a bunch of young guys, and what message does that send? We all believe that this team is not good enough to make the postseason. That's fine. But in that locker room, if you go in there and basically say, hey, we're shutting you down, man. He's like, nah, I can play. We're shutting you down. Man, we're 4.5 games out of a playoff spot. We're shutting you down. We're throwing in the white towel. I don't think that sends a good message to the team, especially a young group of players.
Sometimes a team needs to step in for the player, though.
That's fine, but if he thinks he can play, if you said it's just
Marshy, I always said I could play. Always.
Yeah.
And it was detrimental to me as a human being, and I know it didn't help the team.
Not the same thing, because Dunk's injuries were way more, but there was a point. I mean, Dunk would play every single day. And it was abdominal, neck, back, everything started to go because he kept playing. And there was a moment, I can't remember what it was, maybe Arizona, where he swung at a pitch and he was in so much pain he dropped.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And it got to the point where the media started to be like, hey, when does the team step in for the player? Because Dunk was not going to, he just wasn't. He wasn't that type of guy.
He'd punch you in the face if you tell him not to play.
He would not quit. But, and again, this is not an apples-to-apples comparison, but at some point, maybe the team's got to step in.
Well, I think they've already set the precedent, right? Like last year, when Masyn Winn couldn't play, they did not play him. When he had back issues, they did not play him. So if they do play him now with dealing with this injury, that shows me that they don't think it's as big of a deal as we think it might be. They played Brendan Donovan when he was dealing with something because they didn't have something better to put in that position. So to me, they've set the precedent right now. That's all I'm saying. I think it's a bad look if you throw in the white towel
at times
this late in the year.
But at times the Cardinals have thrown in the white towel in the middle of the season too. When you keep rolling out Eric Fetty every 5 days,
I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
And it's a different. It's not apples to apples. It's more like apples and oranges, or even something way different. But you just keep rolling out Fetty till you DFA him finally. Then you roll out Palante. And then Michaelis has had some serious peaks and valleys.
To me, that's a front office issue. I'm talking about
this one, though.
No, I think it's completely different. I think this is a clubhouse versus a front office thing.
Listen, if you're asking me my opinion on this, as a player, I would keep rolling him. I would let him play through everything. If you're asking me my opinion now, as a retired player, having gone through all this, having played through those things, wishing somebody would have held me back from doing this, I tell you to get the friggin' surgery done and stop playing now and worry about next year.
And you do have to be the adult in the room. I can speak from experience. I got my knee scoped on a Tuesday and played on a Saturday. Wasn't very smart. My mom was out of town. She was out of the country working.
You're lucky.
She
would kick your ass.
She would have. She would have. She definitely. But yeah, I had the surgery, scope.
Did you tell the team you're having the scope?
Yeah, they did it. It was in college.
But sometimes there's a lot of things I didn't tell the team was going through.
Well,
so
my knee,
the trainers never knew, so they couldn't tell the coach.
My knee was locking up. I couldn't even bend it in practice.
Yeah, that's overrated.
I can't run. Got it scoped on a Tuesday. Started running on a Wednesday.
Running funny. At least
played on a Saturday. And got a staph infection the following Tuesday.
Oh no! It is funny you mentioned mom, because when I took the line drive to the face, I kept playing, and my mom finally showed up, and she heard like somebody, another parent, she went right in the dugout. She goes, "You, come on." And she looked at my coach. She goes, "He needs to be evaluated. He's coming with me." And my coach is like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Because she wanted to make sure I didn't have a concussion and all that stuff. Broken nose. I was in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, she went right in the dugout. I'm like, eee.
I don't blame her. Go get him, Mrs. Stalter. I love it.
Italian woman like that, you ain't going to mess around.
She ever seen that guy's nose? He doesn't need any more problems.
Exactly. You see this kid? You see how big that thing is? Let's get him out.
Right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is the meniscus tear is a hell of a long way from the heart.
Oh, wow. Marsh. Barret Jackman joins us next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Football's back. Underdog is the best place to play all your select entries and win money all season long. You can play right here in the state of Missouri. You can play on Thursday Night Football. They got all kinds of different matchups, and boy, that's going to be a good one with Jordan Love and Jaden Daniels. If you think Jaden Daniels is going to go off from either a passing standpoint or a rushing standpoint, go to Underdog, select higher on one of his stats, and then maybe choose a player or two on Green Bay's side. However you want to build your card, it's up to you. But if you get get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash for as little as $1. In fact, you could play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app today. Sign up with my promo code. It's Anthony. That's it, just my first name. Score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's with Underdog Fantasy after you use my promo code Anthony and after you play the first $5. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line where we're joined by our good buddy, former Blue, Barret Jackman. What's up, Jax? Jax, you got us?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. What's up, Jax? How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good, guys. Worried about your flip phone there for a minute. I thought maybe you're losing perception.
Yeah, the old Star Tax.
Hey, buddy. First and foremost, we've known this for a while, but congratulations on your, I guess, your assignment now to be head of the Blues Alumni. You know, how did that come about for you? And when did you start showing interest in that? And obviously, to like triple bang you here with a third question on it, how important is it to you to have this role?
Yeah, no, it's kind of been in the works for a while. About a year and a half ago, Bruce just kind of started talking about, Bruce Affleck started talking about retiring and maybe doing a little bit more traveling and having some time to himself, and asked if I'd be interested. And you know, it's a lot that kind of goes into what Bruce has done from day to day, and you know, ever since 1988 when he started the Alumni Association. So, but yeah, no, I felt like you know, I'd be a good fit for it. And you know, I respect the alumni so much and what it entails, and I just figured it'd be a good transition if I took over.
So now you do realize that you've left yourself available for complete torture now, because you know that every one of us former players, we know more than the guy beside us, and we have a better idea than the guy on the other side of us too. So now you've got to be dad and mom here. You've got to be the parents and basically keep everybody happy.
Yes, yeah, no, it's like I've done in my career, you know, whether it's you and Walt arguing, Walt and Mel, or, you know, Dougie and Dally Drake, or, you know, I've been prepared for this for a long time, and I'm basically just herding cats, so it'll be perfect for myself.
Yeah, Jax, obviously I'm very familiar with our Alumni Association, but for some of our listeners right now that may be just tuning in, how important is it for the Alumni Association to be involved in the community, and what are some of the things that we as an alumni group try to accomplish throughout, a year-to-year basis here in the city of St. Louis?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, it's kind of about the the mental health of our group. Like and Carey knows that once you leave the game, it's tough. You're lost for a while, and there's a lot of different things that you think that you want to do, but maybe you're not qualified to do. And, but once you leave the game, you miss the locker room, you miss the guys. And so first and foremost, we want to make sure that the guys are taken care of when they're finished the game. And, after that, it's all about, being involved in the community, whether it's the wounded warriors, first responders, police, and veterans. And also some of these kids that are, kind of in the pipeline of possibly, living out their dream of playing, college or pro hockey, giving them the opportunity financially to help with the burden of hockey costs.
Well, Jax, congratulations on the assignment. I wanted to pick your brain about this. You are a 21-year-old defenseman here in St. Louis. The Blues recently just traded for a young defenseman, 22-year-old Logan Mailloux. What are some of the challenges that he's going to be facing in his first real opportunity playing every night, playing defenseman for the St. Louis Blues?
Probably the biggest challenge is not trying to do too much. He's a guy that is not going to have to be relied on to be a top four guy. Maybe he kind of fills that role eventually, but he's just going to come in, play solid defense. He's an offensive-minded guy, but the points will come, and the system that Monty has in place will allow for that. But just coming in, not trying to do too much, just being a solid defender and allowing your time, the time to grow as an all-around player.
Former Blues defenseman Barret Jackman joining us right now in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Jax, what do you think about the defense overall for the Blues heading into training camp this year?
I think it's good. I think they got a good mix of, a couple older guys that are experienced. I think Fowler really solidified what they have, and the way he played after the trade deadline last year is exactly what they needed. You got one of the best, defending defensemen in Parayko. You don't know, Kessel and Tucker, the 5, 6, 7 will definitely give you some depth. So. And Falk is one of those guys that, hopefully he comes back into form of what he has been in the past and help solidify it.
Jackson, interesting move the Blues made and in the offseason, and I love it because I think Army's smart for just kicking the tires on everything. But they signed Milan Lucic to the PTO, and we've played against this guy, and he brings an element that the Blues just haven't had in a while. That's if he's able to make the team and able to still play at his age. And what were your thoughts initially when they signed Lucic to the PTO, and what do you think we can expect?
Well, I had a nightmare about him knocking me out in Boston. That was the first thought I had. But yeah, I think it's a great move. There's really no risk in it. He signed to a PTO. He comes in. If he's the Lucic of old that scares the shit out of you, then he'd be a great guy to throw in the lineup. But you never know what he's like. He's had a little bit of time off, and he is a little bit older, and he's played a finishing style his whole career. So. I'm hoping his body is healthy. He comes in and maybe he's a great role player that adds some toughness to your lineup.
Well, I know you're looking forward to the Blue season, as we all are. The trade of Bolduc, obviously, Jimmy Snuggerud going to be a integral part. We talked about the young player of Logan Mailloux. Offensively, what do you expect from a player like Jimmy Snuggerud going into his first full season as well?
I've heard he's put some weight on over the summer, really focused on his training, and I think that's going to help him. But just the way that he came in, he was comfortable. He filled a huge role, going down the last few games of the season and then in playoffs. And, just kind of like Mayu, you don't want to put too much pressure on the kid, but if he goes out there, has fun, is playing with a guy, either Thomas, Buchnevich, Shen, Holloway. There's a lot of different options for him, but if he just goes out there and plays the way that he did in the playoffs last year, I think, the Blues have an unbelievable asset, and hopefully, maybe a rookie of the year.
Jax, I'll get you out on this one, buddy. I'm looking at the St. Louis Blues Hall of Fame finalists, and I see your name on this list with a lot of great guys, and certainly as well as anybody the great guys that have been in this franchise from the very beginning until now. How much of an honor is that for you, for one, to be on that list, but also, to be recognized as somebody who's made an impact in this community wearing the Blue Note?
Yeah, I think it's awesome what the Blues have done, adding this Hall of Fame, and the guys that are already in there, well deserving, and it's fun to do that event the last few years. Be on that list is huge. There's a lot of guys ahead of me that deserve that jacket, and I'm looking forward to those guys getting those and many great evenings throughout the years that we'll have celebrating the Hall of Fame.
Well, once I get my jacket, I'll make sure you get yours, okay, Jax?
Okay, perfect.
All right, thank you.
64-5.
Jax, always love having you on the program, man. Continue to do great work with the Blues alum, and we'll have you on again at some point.
Look forward to it, guys. Take care.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jax.
That's Barret Jackman, former Blues defenseman here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Jax is just great. He's his daughter rides horses and whatnot, so he's out right now, I think, in Wentzville, and she's trotting around the track, and he put some time aside. But he's going to be great at this role. That's something that people don't know is that Bruce Affleck, we call him the Godfather, because not that he started the Blues Alumni, but he's the one who really got it going in the right direction and built it up. And now, Jax is taking over a healthy Blues Alumni group, and he's got the right frame of mind. He's well respected. He's level-headed, and that's what you need when you're leading a group of strong personalities.
No kidding.
Strong personality. I mean, think about this for a second, man. You're in a room with Hully, Keith Tkachuk, Chris Pronger, Scott Mallenby, Al McInnes, even myself, Cam Jansen, Reed Lowe, Tony Twist, Kelly Chase. There's a lot of strong personalities. Mm-hmm. And so Jax has always been very level-headed. But, when he's serious and, this is over, this discussion's done, okay, it's done here.
Yeah, you respect it.
He's a perfect guy for the job.
That's Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, Anthony Stalter. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. I saw that Travis Kelce took full responsibility for Xavier Worthy's injury. Are there real issues with the Chiefs, or are some people just speeding up the end of the dynasty because they're tired of it? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, your testosterone levels start to vary as you get older, and I used to hear about this stuff all the time, and I thought, well, that won't happen to me. Yeah, I feel like I've got lots of testosterone, lots of energy, lots of bite left in my game. Well, inevitably, it got the best of me, and I started to feel tired, irritable. It just wasn't the same. And thank goodness our guy BT said, hey, man, let's try out mentality. If nothing else, they'll do the blood panel and you'll find out. Well, I did the blood panel. I found out I was low in testosterone, a couple other vitamins as well, and it's made the world of difference to get back to where I need to be. And now I'm on the peptide train, so that helps with all sorts of other old injuries and scar tissue and things that are going on there. They really have helped.
Before we wrapped up the show prep, I'm like, hey, I got to get a workout in because I wanted to. I felt great. I continue to feel great, and a lot of that's due to mentality. Here's the results. I'll start with the results. You get your drive back, you burn the belly fat, you build strength. You're focused, too. The energy, it's sustainable. And like Jamie said, this is the one I wasn't really expecting. My mood is stabilized.
Yeah.
You're not constantly frustrated. Okay, Jamie. You were no peach either before mentality. But your mood stabilizes, you feel great, and it's all because you're on the program, but the program's the start. Then you start to feel great, and everything kind of falls into place. Obviously, you still got to put in the work. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio, or better yet, head to one of their 2 locations, one in Chesterfield, one in South County. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in there. They'll love to hear that. They'll take care of you, and you can feel great on top of it. It's Mentality.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals fall to the Mariners last night by a final score of 5-3. They're back at it again tonight. 8:40 first pitch with Michael McGreevy on the mound going up against Logan Gilbert. You just heard Barret Jackman join the show. If you missed that interview, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you'll find all of our interviews and full shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We will also be joined by Brad Thompson at 4:30, so stay tuned for that. But next, we're going to dive into the Kansas City Chiefs. Are there real issues with the Chiefs? We'll discuss it next, right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. I was reading the article on ESPN.com this morning about Travis Kelce and Xavier Worthy, and Kelce took the blame for Worthy's injury on his New Heights podcast with his brother Jason. He said, "I ran into one of my guys and I offed him out of the game. I literally took one of my players out," Kelce said of Worthy. "That's one of the most frustrating parts, and it's hard to get your juices back going knowing you just hurt a guy. I'm supposed to be running my route at depth for Worthy, so it's frustrating for me. I was trying to set up my guy to be able to get in a position, and it all just happened pretty quick, and I got to be better, man. I'm 13 years into the league. No excuse for me running into my own guy like that. Worthy has his guy beat, and we're out of the gate, and that game starts completely different." Do you guys think there are real issues with the Chiefs, or do you think some of us are trying to speed up the end of the dynasty because maybe you're tired of it?
Yeah, I think there's issues. You know, they talked about Worthy being one of the main game plans for the offense that day, and then Travis Kelce goes and takes him out because he wants the targets.
How about that? He wound up with a touchdown at some point, but
that's a little
Chiefs lose the
vicious.
game.
I mean, Carey, I don't know how it works in the NFL locker rooms, but usually when guys take out their own teammates just because they want more targets, that doesn't feel like a great thing.
I don't think that's what happened. It feels like that's
really? I've got it wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. It's a mesh concept, which means, or some people call it a rub route, where you're trying to
explain.
You're trying to rub off the receivers and rub the defenders into one another. So you want to be tight as possible on this rub route, but you don't want to hit your own teammate, and you can't hit the defender. It was just
you can't hit it too hard.
You can't hit him at all because it'll be a penalty called pass interference. But you do want to be close enough. Like I would make my receivers when they ran that mesh or rub route, I would make them clap hands because that signifies I know that they're close enough to where the defenders can't get in between them, and they're not literally running into one another. So that's what that route was. Travis Kelce, I think, kind of took a peek and didn't see Xavier Worthy, how tight he was. The person running the under part of it, the person at the top, which Travis Kelce was, does set the depth, meaning if I'm running at 6 yards, the person underneath should be at 5 yards, not 4 yards, not 3 yards. So technically, he took the blame for it, but they're both kind of at fault for it. I do think they do have a problem, though, because Rashee Rice is out for 5 more games. You cannot run the football. Xavier Worthy banged his shoulder up. I haven't seen any reports in terms of how long he's going to be out, but he's probably out for an extended period of time as well. Who are you throwing the ball to? Juju Smith-Schuster is there. Travis Kelce is there. And Hollywood Brown is there. But you don't have your big play receivers, explosive receivers, so you don't have the explosiveness in the passing game that you would have with Rashee Rice and you would have with Xavier Worthy. So do they have a problem? Maybe, but they are also a well-coached team. They do have Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback. They do have Chris Jones as their star defensive player. I think they'll be okay, but that game that they lost on Friday night is a game that they won pretty much every game last year. Mm-hmm. One score games and one possession games where you're right there to win the game. And unfortunately, they lost it. But I think they'll be fine.
So if Worthy doesn't play, like, their depth is being seriously challenged. Like, that's what I started to dig into today is with Rashee Rice out, Xavier Worthy out. Yeah, you have some other pieces.
Yeah.
You do. But the depth, like, if defenses now, instead of having to prepare for the Juju Smith-Schuster, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, instead of having to prepare for that, they've got to prepare for Juju Smith-Schuster and Travis Kelce. Mm. The job gets easier. And, of course, you have to prepare for Patrick Mahomes. I'm not disrespecting Mahomes because he's a huge part of it. But even then, like, even he's limited right now. Travis Kelce's not what he used to be. You can see as he's getting around the field, he doesn't get around the field the same as he was. I know he worked out hard this offseason. He wanted to be a different player. Looks a lot the same as it was last year for Travis Kelce. So I don't see him as a huge threat down after down after down. So for me, the Chiefs are in trouble. And they got the Eagles this week. Like, they could be 0-2 in a blink of an eye here and still be missing Worthy and still missing Rashee Rice. I don't know. It doesn't.
And I think they got the Ravens either next week or the week after that. So this is a rough first schedule.
They got the Giants, then the Ravens.
Okay, so Giants and Ravens.
Yeah.
So
first place schedule.
They could be right, and they're used to that.
Yeah.
But it is a tough opening March here. I'll say this: I don't think it's a collapse. I do think it's a bit of a wake up call, and not that they could have done anything differently, but this is a dent in the dynasty's fender. It's not a totaled car. Yeah. I think we tend to put it in, and we as in we the fans and we as media, we put it in one of two categories: dynasty run, everything's clicking, or dynasty's over with.
Yeah.
Let's remember the Patriots had to start and restart many times in their dynasty. The Spurs, the same deal. When the Spurs had their dynasty, they started with Robinson and Duncan. And eventually, it became Duncan's team. It was Duncan and Parker. Then they added Ginobili. But there was fits and starts in that one as well. This is what happens. You become the hunted, and you have to make adjustments. Here's what I'm going to fall back on. I completely agree with what you guys are saying. Carey, you had highlighted the depth issues that they have. Not being able to run the ball is a massive problem. But here's what I fall back on. Two things mainly. Mahomes is still Mahomes. Engineers late drives. Elite at rescuing games late. He's kind of the team's identity. It's like, well, Mahomes will figure it out.
Right.
Andy Reid's play calling is perfect for Mahomes. They're going to be fine in that area. Plus the proven culture and coaching. Andy Reid, the front office, their chemistry is perfect. I think that this is something that companies or teams face. You're having success. You're ahead of the game. People catch up. You have to adjust. But how do you make yourself better? Not figure out what the other teams are doing, your competition. How do you make yourself better? The Chiefs will figure that out.
Yeah, they will. The concern, again, that I have, when I thought that they were going to be a better team than last year, that was before the Rashee Rice news, obviously before Xavier Worthy is injured. It just feels what starts to happen is what happened with Chris Jones on that final play. I got to make a play. Mm-hmm. And so now I have to do something in my mind that is out of the norm for the defense. It is about me. I got to make a play because I'm the guy on the defense. And so he dips inside, and then the quarterback runs outside for a big first down into the game. Like, you have to stick to what you do and trust that your team is capable of still finding ways to win games.
Play within yourself.
Play within the framework of the system and not go outside of it. I think they will be fine. I think they're going to have a tough task this week against the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw how that went in the Super Bowl. It was not pretty. But I think after that, I think they'll start to figure some things out. I don't think 0-2 for the Kansas City Chiefs is the end of the world. And I don't think that they necessarily have to win the division to be a playoff team and make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Carey. 0-2 to other teams is not – it's like the old Deion Sanders, my green jacket doesn't look, or my gold jacket, excuse me, doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Yeah, 0-2 for the Chiefs is much different than 0-2 for a lot of teams in the NFL. And who knows, maybe they do bounce back. What's trending is next. Marsh's going to talk about a big contract in the NHL. Next on 101 ESPN. I remember a time, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but fortunately it has been now, where I'd be working in the basement, I look over, and I know it's raining outside. Why? Not because I could hear it, because I could see it coming into the basement. Yeah, not a good thing when water's coming into the basement. Fortunately, we had Mosby Building Arts. They stepped in. They didn't just patch it. They solved the problem. They replaced some patio steps and patio doors that was causing the leak, causing all the stress, causing the issue, and the problem was gone for good. Since Mosby Building Arts came in, no issues. That's the Mosby difference. They handle everything. They've got designers, drafters, project managers, electricians, plumbers, all under one roof. They even have not only the designers, but the architects under one roof, so there's not delays, and they make sure that they're efficient. They wait until all your materials are in to start your project. So again, they're not constantly delaying not only their project and your project, but your quality of life. If you want a remodel done right, call Mosby Building Arts, 314-909-1800. You can also visit callmosby.com. But tell them Anthony Stalter sent you. We use Mosby Building Arts in our house, and we love them. You will too. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Anthony, you alluded to it, contract negotiation in the NHL. This is from Frank Saravalli earlier today. Sources say Wild superstar Kirill Kaprizov's camp turned down an extension offer believed to be 8 years, $128 million in a meeting on Tuesday in Minnesota that would have made him the highest paid player in NHL history in both AAV, $16 million in total dollars. There's also some people saying that this is not believed to be a true thing, but
what do you mean by not a true thing?
That his camp is saying other stuff, but let's just roll with it, right? Let's say that this is what Frank Saravalli is putting out there, is what is going on with the Minnesota Wild. My question is, with the cap going up, what does this contract in itself, the negotiation, mean for the rest of the NHL? So let's say Kaprizov ends up becoming the highest paid player in the NHL. Mm-hmm. What does that mean for a Connor McDavid? And also, when it comes to the Blues don't have a guy like Kaprizov or McDavid. You know, what does that say about their roster construction and still being able to compete?
Hockey's in for a fork in the road coming up here. And it's going to be a lot like the NFL, where like once you pay the quarterback, it's tough sometimes to have a contending team. Now, that's not every team, but in the NHL, like if Connor McDavid takes up 18 to 20 million of your cap space, like, can you really put a balanced team around him?
No.
Probably not.
But what are you going to do?
Well,
that's always the fork in the road decision for teams like this.
Well, what you do is you do like what the Quebec Nordiques did way back when with Eric Lindros. This is a different situation, but you trade said player for a group of players that make you a better team. So in that trade, Quebec got Mike Ricci, Peter Forsberg. Like, they got a haul of players, and then went on to win Stanley Cup right away, and they were a bit of a dynasty for a while because they did so. So I know it sounds crazy to trade a Connor McDavid, but if you did, let's say the Toronto Maple Leafs wanted Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
They'd give you anything you want pretty much to get him. So you could get 3 or 4 players that now put the Edmonton Oilers over the top. They don't have the greatest player in the world anymore, but the team overall could still be better, as crazy as that sounds. But to get back on the topic with the actual contracts and the dollar value, one, if Kaprizov turned down $16 million, I think he's smoking something, because he'd make him the highest paid player. He's not going to be higher. He's not going to be paid higher than McDavid or like whoever the next big up is.
Right.
Kaprizov's not there.
I agree.
He's an elite player, but he's not like he's not that level of elite.
What do you think the McDavid camp is thinking right now? Like, hey, yeah, no, turn that down. Keep pushing that dollar value
I think
up.
Connor McDavid's at a situation now where I don't think he cares about that. I think that he's made so much money already, and I think Connor McDavid can make as much money as he truly wants to make. And what I mean by that is, if, let's say, he takes less. Let's say he goes the old Tom Brady route. I'll take a little bit less. I don't have to be the highest paid player in the league. I'll be, highest paid player maybe on the team, if so. But we're going to take that extra $6-7 million that I leave on the table every year, and we're going to make sure we have a great team for a long time. I could see McDavid doing that because the outside of hockey opportunities are astronomical for him.
Right.
He's the greatest player in the game. He's very marketable, especially if he stays in a Canadian market for whatever reason. They're going to be able to pay him hand over fist of money that has nothing to do with hockey. It's everything to do with commercials and all that stuff. So, but it is going to be interesting because teams like the Blues, so your mid-market teams, like the Blues can't afford that. Like, you look at their salary cap right now, they've got, let's see here, just so I'm not speaking out of turn, cap space as it sits is $8 million right now. Imagine if they had a $15, $16 million player, they'd have no cap space.
Right.
And this is your team now. But it's taken them this long to assemble it. So there's going to have to be some concessions from players to take less money if they want to stay on competitive teams for an extended period of time. Or you're going to get some teams that just say, screw it. We're going to sign this guy, and they're going to try and hit it while the iron's hot and get that 1 year of a championship team. And then after that, it'll be like, we got to dismantle it because we can't afford everybody.
Sticking with hockey, our guy, Jeremy Rutherford, Blues Insider with The Athletic, he posted on X a little under 10 minutes ago that the Blues announced that 2025 first-round pick Justin Carbonneau has signed a 3-year entry-level contract.
Yeah, it's pretty standard now. Like when I was drafted, you didn't get those opportunities. You weren't allowed to sign the contract till you were ready to play. And so you'd sit out the year or two, and then you could re-enter the draft if you couldn't come to a contract agreement. Now teams take that right out of the equation. They just sign you. The clock does not start until you play past 9 games in the NHL, so it's no risk to it at all. And the player can get some of his signing bonus right away. And some of the kids like that because they're playing junior hockey, and junior hockey pays you squat. So probably be nice to maybe drive around in a normal vehicle and maybe to able to afford the meal at Applebee's every now and then. Yeah. It's pretty standard operating procedure now. It's nice to see them get it out of the way, though.
What are the odds that he makes this team?
Very low.
So do you think that has gone down since we talked about it about middle of the summer?
Yeah, once I saw what they did, free agency and doing all that stuff, and now looking at the depth of their roster, I'm not saying it's impossible because, look, David Perron was never supposed to make the team at 19 years old, and he did because he had such a great training camp and just would not be denied. If Carbonneau comes in here and he continues to be a man amongst boys, which I think is going to be tough to do,
right?
But if he can, and he turns heads, then you never know. But he's going to have to be able to play in like a top 9 role.
If he ends up turning heads, what's the risk in having him play the first few games, and then if they decide, hey, you know what, we're good, we'll send you back to the queue?
Yeah.
Is there any risk with that? Because I know they did that with Jake Neighbors when he went back to the WHL.
There's no risk except you have a crowded dance floor right now. Like, you already don't have enough roster spots for all of your one-way contracts.
Right.
So you're going to have to waive somebody. And if you're not keeping him to be full-time and you waive said player, whoever it is, and they get picked up by another team, now you don't have that player to backfill if Carbonneau goes back to junior hockey. Now you have a lesser player maybe playing in that spot.
Right.
So there's a risk to every decision. There's always a small risk.
Last thing, and this has been an all NHL what's
Carey
trending.
put this on the sheet.
I'm the hockey guy.
Did you happen to see the Hughes brothers' comments about the Vancouver's president, I believe Jim Rutherford? He said back in April, basically saying that Quinn Hughes wants to play with his brothers.
Yeah.
And so the Hughes brothers had stuff to comment on it. But my question is, are we seeing like a Jerry Jones type thing happening in Vancouver where the president, or in this case, with the Dallas Cowboys, the owner, is sort of calling out a player, and now it rubs that player the wrong way to where maybe Quinn Hughes decides, hey, when I'm a free agent, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, I think the ish show that has been the Vancouver Canucks for the past 2 years is really what the problem is when it comes to Quinn Hughes. He's been the captain of a team that has been completely dysfunctional. The JT Miller-Pedersen thing, that was awful. Rick Tocchet deciding that he's not going to take the contract extension. He'd rather enter free agency. Now, he knew he was going to get another job, but he left. Most coaches don't do that. You take the extension that they're offering you. So Quinn Hughes was asked at the media thing about this, and he said, oh, yeah, I'd love to play with my brothers at some point. And then somebody else, they were commenting on it last night. He said, what is he supposed to say? No, I'd hate to play with my brothers one day. He didn't say, I'm going to go to New Jersey. He didn't say Vancouver's going to trade for so. He says, I'd love to play. Matthew Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk have both said it'd be amazing to play together someday. What is it? Why are we not talking about that?
Yeah.
Brady's not leaving Ottawa. He's a proud captain. In fact, he's voted to be one of the best captains in the NHL right now, and we know what Matthew's got going on in Florida. So the path to those guys being together is way down the road at some point, if it even ever happens. I think the bigger topic right now, just really quickly, is the Sidney Crosby-Connor McDavid situations. Sidney Crosby's on a terrible team. He's going to miss the playoffs again for another year. And his agent, Pat Brisson, who carries a lot of weight in the NHL, has said the NHL needs Sidney Crosby in the playoffs every year. He goes, the NHL is a better place when Sidney Crosby's playing playoff hockey. And so a lot of chatter around the Montreal Canadiens. They moved Carey Price to your San Jose Sharks, Anthony, and they have some cap space. And there's talk about Sidney Crosby. His growing up, his childhood team was the Montreal Canadiens.
Wow.
Then there's also been talk of Connor McDavid, who was at the Olympic camp with Sidney Crosby, those two talking about possibly playing on the same team one day. So you wonder if Sidney Crosby, who doesn't make a lot of money per superstar status, makes 8.75. That's what he always makes. It's crazy like that. His number 87. That's all he makes. He won't go any higher. Ooh, cuckoo. Anyways, but then Connor McDavid. Like, what if Sidney Crosby says, I got about another year left in me, so sign McDavid, because his massive salary cap hit won't really affect the team because I'll be gone by the time this team's in trouble financially. Can you imagine McDavid and Crosby playing for the Montreal Canadiens on a really good young team that they have now? Wow. Like, so I wonder, like, all the back channeling that goes on, we've seen the NBA do it ad nauseum, quite honestly, the super teams. This would just be two individuals who are two of the best players to ever put the jerseys on in the game. Imagine that's your 1-2 center.
No kidding.
Imagine being a Toronto Maple Leaf fan.
Imagine being a Boston Bruins. Anybody in that conference.
Right.
Since we're in what's trending real quick, Anthony Rizzo retiring as a member of the Cubs after 14 MLB seasons. So congratulations to Anthony Rizzo and Jamie's Cubs. It's a interesting.
What?
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
When would be a good time to determine who won? That's not what you said in the office. The Arozarena and Liberatore trade. We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN.
Welcome to Missouri Circus Sports. You are going to be around here December 1st, and it's been great to see Circus Sports take advantage of all these great opportunities. Derek Stevens, the owner of Circus Sports, is thrilled to be coming to Missouri, but until that point, you can always jump in on the action. Download Circus Sports Illinois, the app. You can find it on their website. You can find it at the App Store. It really is super user-friendly. You've got your parlays, you've got your player props, you've got great lines on futures bets. So if you're looking at a Stanley Cup champion, a Super Bowl champion, heck, even a World Series champion, you can get ahead of the game, get on your Circus Sports app, and place your bet. They've got tight money line splits on a daily basis. And as always, they always have the best odds of any app that is out there on the market. Go ahead and compare them. Doesn't matter. Just go ahead and do it. That means bigger payouts, and they also have high betting limits. So please do not miss out on any of the action. Download and bet like a pro with your Circus Sports Illinois app today and join in on everything that Circus Sports has going on. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Well, you heard the sounds there from the Seattle radio network. It's fascinating, or maybe it's TV. Seattle TV network, Mariners TV network. It's fascinating on 101 ESPN. 303, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Kind of a perfect setup for the home run was to discuss when do you think is a good time to determine who won the Arozarena Liberatore trade? Can we do it now?
No, I think you wait till the end of their careers.
Oh, that's
You got to wait that long?
I think you do.
Radio. We got to do things now.
Well, the reason I say that is because obviously Randy Arozarena, I mean, he bust out of the starter blocks and had a heck of a start to his career once he got traded.
Yeah.
And we know that pitching takes a lot longer to develop at the major league level. Mm-hmm. And so Masyn Liberatore just now this season coming into his own as a starting pitcher, but he's faced with the innings and all that stuff. And initially, I didn't read into that kind of thing. But now, as you dive into it and you do a little research, you read up on some of the pitchers and some of even the older guys. You know, like when you're coming into the league, that number of innings is something that you build up over the course of time. And so it's too early. Like right now, you say, okay, well, yeah, I mean, the Arozarena trade, Tampa Bay won it, although he's not even with Tampa Bay anymore, for that matter.
Right.
But you say they won that trade. But what if Liberatore now has another 7, 8, 9 years of being in top, a number 2 in a rotation? Mm-hmm. And Arozarena, let's say he sputters out or the back end of his career doesn't look anything like the front end of his career.
Right.
That's why I always say you got to wait till the careers are over to really kind of assess this and do the numbers and crunch the numbers and see. But as of right now, it clearly looks like Randy Arozarena was the winning part of the trade.
I think you can, I don't know if you have to wait to the end of the career. I think you can go like year by year in terms of impact for that person's team. I think Randy Arozarena is probably having more of an impact right now for the team that he's on than Masyn Liberatore is. And if you go back to last year, you maybe you said the same thing. I think it can be based on a year by year, and then you go, because if I got to wait to the end of their damn careers, I don't want to do that. I want to give an analysis right now.
Yeah.
I want to give you my opinion today. And today I think it's Randy Arozarena.
Well, I think it has to be, right?
Yeah,
so maybe
it's hands down that.
Yeah, maybe it's a preliminary judgment right now.
And then if you're looking at it, Randy Arozarena has 2 All-Star appearances on his resume. He won Rookie of the Year. He was ALCS MVP. Like right now, if you looking at it right now, obviously it's Randy Arozarena, right? But I don't know what Masyn Liberatore is. I don't know if he's a future All-Star. I don't know if he's a future Cy Young Award winner. I don't know if he's an NLCS or World Series MVP caliber pitcher. I think you have to take all of those things into consideration. If he does do that, then yeah, maybe it's a wash. Maybe they both, like you said, Jamie, it takes pitchers a little bit longer to kind of get into their career. Masyn Liberatore first full year being a starter, so maybe next year is his best year, and maybe he grows into being what we hope he can become. But I mean, right now, yeah, I think Randy has a head start on him.
Yeah, 5+ years after the trade, there's a big sample size showing that Arozarena has produced substantially more MLB value than Liberatore.
What's his
to
WAR?
Date?
That's how I tell you.
Probably higher than Masyn Liberatore.
There you go. Then it's done.
So there's that, but the book has not been written for Masyn Liberatore yet. If the Cardinals. If the Cardinals get a solid starting pitcher in Masyn Liberatore for the next 5 years, then at worst the trade is even. At worst, the Rays got something.
If he's a number 5,
okay.
I think he got to be a number.
3.
I don't think he.
I think if he's at least a number 3.
Okay. With no All-Star apperances, but starts every 5th day.
Yeah.
No major injuries. Plays well enough. You think that means?
I think there's more value in a starting pitcher, even though he's only quote unquote pitching every 5 days. If he's part of a starting rotation that is also solid, I think the impact is greater because I think there's a better correlation between starting pitching overall and winning a World Series than there is to offense and winning a World Series. The other thing too is that the Rays, and Jamie kind of alluded to this. But since the Rays traded Arozarena to the Mariners, well, there's another extension here, too.
Yep.
the Rays acquired 3 players in that deal. It was Brody Hopkins, Aiden Smith, and Ty Cummings. If they get somebody out of that deal for Randy Arozarena that winds up becoming a consistent starting player for them, then that has to be tacked on too. They had an asset that they traded to extend it. You know what I mean? Like that yeah. I think this is where I think the Cardinals typically don't fare as well. I think they hold on to their players until they're either the player spoils and therefore there's no value, i.e. Dylan Carlson, Tyler O'Neill, whoever else. There's either no value or they hold on them too long and the production completely falls off and still they bring them back because, hey, we made the deal.
Yeah.
Where the Rays get out in front, like, we don't know what Arozarena is going to be in a couple of years. Why don't we extend this thing? We're not going to pay him. We're going to get somebody. We're going to get 3 other players. So I think you have to kind of incorporate everything.
I think you also have to look at age in this. Arozarena is almost 5 years older than Masyn Liberatore.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at runway or potential, over the next 5 years, what is Masyn Liberatore? Because that's what you've gained. Now, Arozarena, again, I'm not disputing that right now Randy Arozarena he's the gem of this trade. Yeah. Including the 3 players that went back to the Tampa Bay Rays from Seattle, the number 1 piece is still Randy Arozarena.
Yes.
Which is fine. But 5 years from now, to your point, what do those 3 players look like in Tampa, and what does Masyn Liberatore look like? Or what has he done in the last 5 years?
Right.
And then that's kind of when you can get your evaluation.
Agreed. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. Why don't we give away some Blues and Brews tickets? Contest winner receives 2 tickets to the Blues and Brews next Friday, September 19th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for the blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from the band Carey. Plus, appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, on-stage festivities hosted by our very own Chris Kerber and Joe Vitale of 101 ESPN, and much more. Tickets are on sale now for Blues and Brews, presented by Bud Light, 101 ESPN, 92.3 WIL, and Scott Lee Heating Company. Find all the details at 101ESPN.com. Who did our guest, Barret Jackman, say earlier in the show scared the bleep out of him? Or at least had, remembers having to go up against a certain player. He mentioned a name, also cursed. We had to dump Jax.
We did.
which current player?
He didn't say bleep.
He did not.
He did not.
Which current player got Jax cursing on our airways? If you have the correct answer to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646, and you're the 101st texter, you'll win those 2 tickets to Blues and Brews. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We're going to talk about culture next. There was a coach in the NFL that made a decision to release a player. And that player was released flat out because he fumbled the ball in a kickoff. Is that a good culture move, or is that kind of instilling fear that eventually will cost them in the long run? I want to pick the brains of our former athletes on that next on 101 ESPN. At Auto Centers Nissan in September, you can take advantage of great deals when it comes to their winning drive sales event. They've got over 1,000 vehicles all out in the Herculaneum lot. It's right off I-55. It's just minutes from South County. It's an easy drive. But here's the best part. When you look online at AutoCentersNissan.com and you find a couple of vehicles that you like, the price point, the match is great, whether it's new or used. When you actually drive out to the lot, you drive out to the dealership in Herculaneum, you can test drive those same vehicles. Not similar vehicles, the same vehicles, because they have over 1,000 cars, trucks, vans on the lot, and it's the same ones that are online. Other dealerships may say, well, that we have that vehicle, but it's actually at a different lot, or it's actually where it's coming in. It'll be here on Tuesday, not at Auto Centers Nissan. And right now, you can take advantage of 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down and no payments for 3 months on the 2025 Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano, all three built right here in the United States and backed by Nissan's top ranking in the latest JD Power Initial Quality Study. Award-winning quality from day one. And if you're shopping used, Auto Centers have got you covered there too. 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge selection of used vehicles, all priced to move. And every new Nissan comes with rock-bottom dealer pricing, their exclusive lifetime warranty, and a 30-day return promise. So get out to Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum and tell them Stalter sent you. So I'm sure you guys saw that Aaron Glenn released Xavier Gipson from the roster after Gipson had fumbled on a kickoff return when the Jets were up 26-24. So the Steelers on Sunday, they had clawed back in. They had gotten into the Jets' lead. Gipson fumbles, and they wound up losing. The Jets wound up losing the game eventually. Now, that one fumble did not lose the game for the Jets, but it certainly contributed in a negative way. And Aaron Glenn said, yep, we're not going to have that around here. And he released him. Do you think that this is, and Carey, you had mentioned Aaron Glenn before, do you think this is a good culture move, or do you think this is a situation where eventually the players walk around and they're fearing every single time they make a mistake, they get released, and maybe this will cost Aaron Glenn in the long run?
So I went back, and because I remember Xavier Gipson. I know most people remember him the night that Aaron Rodgers went down towards Achilles. He's the one that scored the game-winning touchdown on a punt.
Yeah.
To seal the game. I think it was overtime. I forget, Buffalo Bills maybe. I don't remember. But he scored the game-winning touchdown. So, good. I also remember watching him last year play the Steelers where he fumbled twice. So I went back and I just started looking. I'm like, how many fumbles does this young man have in his career? 1 touchdown. First game of his career. Mm-hmm. Since then, he's fumbled 10 times.
Oh.
5 times in 23, 4 times in 24.
Bit of a history here.
And 1 time in 25. And that 1 time cost him his job. Here's the thing. You got a new head coach. He didn't draft you. He didn't bring you in. I think Xavier Gipson was a free agent. He didn't bring you in. He's not part of the regime that brought you there.
Yeah.
You had one punt return for a touchdown, and you fumbled the ball 10 times. I am certain when Aaron Glenn watched the film, as he was taking over this job, okay, who are my players? Who do I have? Oh, this guy puts the ball on the ground a lot. And he probably had a conversation with him. Hey, man, one thing we can't do, you have a history of fumbling. We're not going to do that with this staff. Mm-hmm. And you put the ball on the ground again, your 10th time in your career. It's not a recipe for keeping your job. So I don't think in this instance, this is something where you look at it and say, oh, he's changing the culture, but he's ruining, he's getting rid of our guys. You can't make a mistake. No, you can. You just can't make it 10 damn times over 3 years and expect to keep your job. And that's anybody. I don't think that this is directly related to anybody, a punt returner that puts the ball on the ground that many times. I remember watching the Steelers game, and he fumbled it, coughed it up twice. So you do that, you're probably not going to be you're going to be looking for a job sooner rather than later.
And that's not to mention what has happened in practices, scrimmages, training camps. Like, what if this guy has the butterfingers all through training camp and practice, and he has hard time? Like, I guess we could be seeing that, but we're not really privy to all of the footage that happens at practices and things like that. So there's obviously a pattern here. CD just brought up the pattern as far as recorded in game, but we know that it goes beyond that, too. If a player is not good at practice or struggles in a certain area in practice, I know it's not games, but when that translates to the game, now you have, like, 2 sources of information.
Yeah.
And I think it sends a good message. In this particular case, I think it sends a good message. You were right there with the Steelers. The Jets have been a factory of sadness for a really long time. Justin Fields had himself a good game. The Jets looked organized for the first time in I don't know how long. They were right there. And I think that what he's instilling in this team is we're not going to be satisfied with that. Like, that's not good enough. Being okay is not going to be acceptable here. Mm-hmm. And I think it sends a good message.
This kind of reminds me, Carey, of what you have said that Mike Tomlin has always said. I'm going to treat you all fairly, but I'm not going to treat you all the same.
Yeah.
If Breece Hall fumbles, Breece Hall's not going to get released.
Probably not.
But he's trying to set a standard of if you continue to do things that are going to hurt the team, unfortunately, you're not going to be with the team. And I don't care what company, what team, what organization, which sport, which company, you have to have standards. If you don't, I think leadership, there is no leadership. So if you come in and you say, hey, these are the standards that I'm setting because I expect us to win games, and you stick by this, then there's really no pushback from the players.
Yeah, and to this point, like Xavier Gipson, the Jets were winning that game. The Steelers had just scored,
right? And
the Jets were still up by 2 points. You fumble the ball and give the ball right back, and now your defense has to go right. It was an 8-9 play drive. Your defense got 1 play off, which was the kickoff return, and they literally just sat their butts on the seat, grabbed the water, took a deep breath. Sudden change is what they say. Sudden change. Sudden change. And the defense like, God. No.
Yep.
They got to go right back on the field. 2 plays later, the Steelers score again. Now they have the lead. Mm-hmm. So that instance, that could change the entire trajectory of the game. That was the start of the 4th quarter. Literally, your defense just sat down, and now they got to get right back up 1 play later after having a 9-play drive. You just can't have those. And I'm sure that Aaron Glenn had relayed that message to Gipson on plenty of occasions.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you have an issue taking care of the football. We're not going to have that here. And you do that in this game, in a game where you should probably win. You had an opportunity to win. The Jets did go back and score again, but it just was too little too late. It didn't give you an opportunity to win that game once that happened.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point that you bring up about Aaron Glenn potentially talking to Gipson before that. That's a reminder of the Ollie Marmol, Tyler O'Neill situation where Ollie Marmol took some heat for it, not here in the fast lane and not among some Cardinals fans, but he took some heat locally and nationally. Oh, you can't embarrass a player like that. Well, if the message was already discussed with Tyler O'Neill about his hustling and giving it all, just like his teammates are, and it was done in spring training, whether it's done once or multiple times, at that point, in my opinion, it's fair game. You want to make it public? Fine, because you got to do something. So you're right. Maybe they give Aaron Glenn already talked to Gibson.
I guarantee he talked to his whole team about it. I mean, when you're a team like the Jets, you have to protect the football. You're not going to out-wow anybody. You've got Justin Fields, and it's like a lot of question marks surrounding that quarterback.
Right, you're almost going to be perfect if you're facing a team like the Steelers.
And giving the team free access to the ball, turning it over, is the number one way to shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
So I guarantee that a lot of the talks in training camp and Carey, of course, I'm speaking out of turn, but I'm sure the coaches talk about that a lot on the offensive side of the ball is protect the ball, don't turn it over. And on the defensive side, they're saying, let's get that ball.
Truthfully, they might have did him a favor because that defense get back out there and it's a sudden change. They're going to be looking at you like, hey, brother, catch the damn ball and hold on to it, please, and thank you.
It was like when the Broncos defense wanted to literally murder Russell Wilson in a game.
Yes.
Like, we're going to kill you. We are. We're not going to do it in front of everybody, but we're going to murder you.
Right.
We're gonna figure out where to bury you.
Metaphorically speaking.
Of course, they were angry that not literally.
Bothered.
By the way, since we're talking NFL, 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan said Brock Purdy, who's dealing with shoulder and toe injuries, is a long shot to play in Week 2 against the Saints. Purdy won't practice today.
They'll be fine against the Saints.
Saints going to get the dub.
No chance.
They played a lot better. Well, I don't know if they played good, but they kept it closer than I thought they would against Arizona.
Saints going to get a dub.
Yeah, but Kyler Murray was sick.
He was actually sick.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He didn't feel. You're not sorry. You don't care about Kyler, and it shows.
That's not true. We care about him. I don't think he's good.
Who don't care about Kyler?
Who was he playing?
The Saints.
And what division are they in?
The NFC South. But you hate that division.
Of course I care about Carey. I care. Carey about Kyler Murray. There's a lot of commas there. Of course, I care, Carey, about Kyler Murray when he's facing the Saints.
Yeah, they might lose.
The Niners?
Yeah.
Nah. They got Mac Jones.
Yeah, my point. You see Mac Jones play?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
He took the Patriots to the playoffs.
Did he?
As a rookie.
With Kyle Shanahan as his coach, you watch. You watch.
And then he's going to be the Vikings quarterback next year.
Yeah.
Hey,
sorry, you already got a quarterback.
Slow it down.
He's going to be the Steelers. He's going to be the Steelers quarterback next year.
We got a guy.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay.
Will
Past
Howard.
this year?
Will Howard.
From
the Ohio State University.
also Kansas State.
Yeah. Sports Six Pack is next.
I was going to say Kent State.
No. Kent State. They're the
Shockers.
No. That's
they
what
are
Cheetahs
the Flying Eagles. Golden Eagles.
No,
the Golden Flashes.
It's the Golden Flashes.
Yeah. Who are the Golden
Golden Flask?
No,
Flashes.
Flashes.
Oh, my bad.
Eastern Michigan is the Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah, Georgia Southern, right?
Yes. Georgia Southern is
Golden
the
Flash.
Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eastern Michigan is the Eagles. The Golden Eagles are.
No one knows.
I thought it was Georgia
That's
Southern.
Wilfrid Laurier University in Canada.
Think of maybe.
They are the Golden Eagles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think of Brett Favre.
Oh, Mississippi.
Southern Miss.
Southern Miss. Yes.
Are they the Golden Eagles?
Yeah.
I don't
Southern
believe
Miss
it.
Golden Eagles. Our Sports Six Pack is next. Part 1, 314-399-9646 of the Air Comfort Service text line. Sports Six Pack. Send in your questions. We'll answer them next. I got a one-of-a-kind event for you. So if you're looking for a great event to attend with a great cause, saddle up for the Glennon Gallop. It's on September 20th in Defiance, Missouri. It's a thrilling charity polo match. Again, that's happening September 20th in Defiance, Missouri. It's not just polo. It's a fieldside party with tailgating, cheering, and community spirit. And get this, it all benefits the Donnie Pediatric Center at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. So bring some friends. You can pack a picnic if you want. You can claim your spot on the sidelines. Whether you choose a tailgate space or a carload admission, every ticket helps provide care for kids who need it most. So come for the action, stay for the cause, be part of something truly special. It's the Glennon Gallop polo match, the charity polo match on September 20th, happening in Defiance, Missouri. You go online and purchase fieldside tickets, and details can be found at glennon.org/gallop. Again, that's glennon.org/gallop. Don't miss it.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals are back in action tonight after losing 5-3 to the Seattle Mariners last night. Michael McGreevy on the mound tonight going up against Logan Gilbert. First pitch is at 8:40. We'll talk with Brad Thompson later today at 4:30, so stay tuned for that. And also, if you missed our conversation with Barret Jackman, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and full shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have part one of our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Part one of the Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. The Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. So if you have a question for us, you can send it there, and we'll answer it in one of our Sports Six-Packs. Marsh, question 1, please.
Question number 1.
From the 636, does the University of Illinois have a rival like CMU does with Western Michigan?
Great question.
Our rival is Northwestern. We are in the same state. Obviously, they are Chicago area based. We are in Champaign, Illinois. And that's our rival. Now, that's all I got to say about that.
Is it basketball too, or just football?
Yeah, football. Yeah. I mean, that's our rival. It's basketball as well, but it is Northwestern. And we have other schools that we consider rivals. They probably not consider us, but, Michigan.
So to answer the question then, the answer is no.
Do we have a rival like Central Michigan and Western Michigan?
Yeah, because you're kind of like, well, yeah, it's a rival.
No, that's our rival. Like, we don't.
You don't sound very much like you believe yourself.
Ask me, Jamie.
I was thinking of the rival conversation that we had earlier this week.
Yeah, be careful with those conversations.
Jamie, if you can ask me who our rival is.
Anthony, who are the rivals for the Fire Up Chips?
Yeah, I'm not going to say their bleeping names. They already know. They already know that we hate them. I'm not going to utter their names on these airwaves. There's people in Kalamazoo.
Oh,
that's how it's done.
Okay.
So when you're like, it's Northwestern. The answer is no to the texter.
That's our rivalry week game. That is a tough phrase.
You guys have like
I've tripped up on that. I've tripped up on many.
Is there like a rivalry trophy between you guys?
Yeah, Land of Lincoln trophy. It is. And we have trophies with Ohio State. It's a trophy game. It's the Illabuck. It's a turtle.
The what?
Illabuck.
Okay.
Illinois Buckeyes. Illabuck. We have the Cannon with Purdue. That's a trophy game.
You guys have a lot of rivalry games.
Yeah, football tends to do that. Maybe it's a Big Ten thing. I think the SEC has some of those games. I don't know if Mizzou has any of those trophy games.
Well, they got a drum game.
Who they play the drum? Who is the drum?
KU.
Oh, is that the KU? Oh, yeah, I did see that. The drum's been around since like 1919 or something. I don't know.
Right now it's in Columbia.
There you go. So we do have trophy games with a few programs.
Okay.
We have a cannon.
Okay.
Marshu's North Dakota.
In football?
Minnesota?
Well, yeah, in hockey it'd be the Golden Gophers.
Okay.
For sure. Football, I guess North Dakota State. So,
Nodak skate?
Yeah, that would be the big rival. Care a little bit more about hockey up there than football.
Mm-hmm.
So
do they have a trophy for that game?
For the football game?
No, for the North Dakota Minnesota game.
Oh, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I honestly, when I was up there,
I was trying to figure out because I got yelled at for 2 days straight about not understanding college.
You know what you're doing?
Sports.
You're growing.
Hockey is in college. It's a college sport, and so they treat it differently. So it's not just college sports; it varies from sport to sport.
Sure.
I would say the only trophy that matters is the national championship.
Well, be careful
trophy.
with that one, Marshy.
Well, we're talking about hockey.
Oh, okay.
Talking about hockey. Unfortunately, when I was up there, they only played the Gophers twice because they had switched conferences. A la Mizzou and Kansas, so I only got to witness that rivalry. Jeez,
that's a tough word, man.
It is.
Rivalry week.
Rivalry week.
Now, did you see victory?
They split the series. That's no good. But it was played in our home barn, so it was fun. It was a good time.
All right.
It was a good time.
Nice job, Jamie. Really nice job.
What I do.
Well, you're growing. You're trying to understand.
Trying to understand. I can tell
rivalries.
it's college sports, but then the college sports themselves vary. It's a whole new.
I think he understands rivalries.
I do.
He's played in some rivalries, like
Very much so.
I played. We had a rivalry with the Baltimore Ravens. Like that was.
That was a rivalry.
That's football,
Man.
You hear me? Football. But yeah, you talk about the other ones.
Yeah. We had a rivalry.
Question number 2.
This team in North Bay. They're an hour and a half away. Every game was a bloodbath. That's where the old lady told me, said, "I hope you die."
Oh my.
Yeah. I was 16 years old. It was great. But we didn't get a trophy for beating them. We won the game.
Okay.
But again, that was junior
Playing sports
college.
gives
It's
you,
just different.
You learn how to have thick skin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question number 2 from the 314. This is what it says. Read my question.
Oh, wow.
I never get to be in the car at this time.
Oh, sorry about that.
I think you said that yesterday.
That's our fault.
Anyways, if you were the defensive coordinator and your team consisted of just players of your skill set, what would be your go-to defense?
Hey, he did actually say that yesterday. He said it on Monday. Read my question. I'm never in the car at this time. Did we do the gauntlet? The six-pack at the same time? That was at 4:40.
It does vary.
Maybe.
It was at 4:40 when you
Guy's
said
never
that.
in the car.
Anyways.
Maybe he's always in the car, and we just never read his question.
Maybe.
All right.
We did today, though.
There you go. You're welcome.
So what would my
Do you want us to answer it?
ideal defense be?
If we did what now?
Yeah, Chicago Bears, 1985.
No. If you were a defensive coordinator and your team consisted of just players of your skill set, what would your go-to of your skill set?
I don't know what you have. Our
Like us
skill
playing
set.
defense?
Yeah.
Our skill set?
Are they-
we should play prevent. Because I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, he's gonna. Who are we playing?
It don't matter.
Wow, if we're playing like
I want to rush the quarterback.
Listen, no.
I do.
If us four are on defense and you're asking our skill set collectively versus NFL players right now, play prevent, keep everything in front of
I
you.
want to hit somebody.
You will. You're just going to go up and tackle them.
Okay.
You don't have to chase them.
Okay.
Just trust me on this one. If all four of us, if we're the corners and the safeties, my man.
I'll play linebacker.
You got to cover somebody, Ray Lewis.
You just got to hit him.
No, it's part of the game. Trust me.
What?
You
I'll
got to
drop
cover
back, too.
somebody.
I don't know.
Stay back.
Okay.
Keep everything in front, man.
Okay.
Could you imagine?
I would be.
I'd be 15 yards off the ball. Throw one slant to the house.
No, you keep it in front of you, and we rally to the ball.
We'll be fine, Anthony.
Trust
It's
me.
all angles.
There you go.
And they got faster angles.
You got to take a better angle.
We got 4 guys that are going to be in the same area.
Oh man.
Good luck to us.
The way my back hurts right now, I'm not going to help y'all at all.
I almost blew a hamstring up running up the stairs the other day.
Yeah, we'll be fine. If we're
314 says, no wonder you never read his questions.
Good point.
Well, maybe we missed.
I don't understand it.
Maybe
He
we
says
misunderstood
Jamie
it.
is coaching 11 Jamies. Anthony is coaching 11 Anthony. So we did understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it depends on who we're playing. If this
Does
is
it matter?
I'm blitzing.
Yeah, I mean if it's
What are you running? Jamie, you're going to go cover 0 every play.
Hold on.
You're going to blitz?
If it's
You're gonna
middle,
blitz.
if it's middle school,
Nah. Well, I guess that is a good question. Who are we playing?
Thank you.
And our skill
It didn't
set
say
right
NFL
now.
players.
no, it didn't.
I just assumed it,
It
was.
might be Anthony's flag football team.
Oh, we'll
Can
run you
you
in
give
circles.
us? Is it NFL, college, middle school, high school? 314. We're trying to figure out what. And you said you're driving, so I hope you're not texting and driving. That's
you can
against
voice
the law
text,
now.
though. I voice text all the time.
Okay, be
I
careful
do.
out there.
And the best part is I'll be like, hey, Carey, comma, and do that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then every now and then I'll be on the phone and I'm leaving a voice message to somebody. Like hey, Anthony,
Stop.
comma. I'm just running to the store, period. Do you need anything while I'm here? Question mark. And then I'll, friends of mine will, play it back to me. Be like, are you serious?
That's hilarious. I would probably disguise some blitzes and play cover 4.
It's good defense.
I mean, just
You got to keep everything in front of you
Yeah.
on the back end.
I just have 11 guys spying the quarterback.
that. We're gonna watch him throw touchdowns. Then
I wish you the best.
that's hilarious. All right, go ahead, Marsh.
Question number 3.
Carrot says it's Carrot's turn. Are there any players you guys played with who were completely different in the locker room than how they were perceived through the media? And obviously, you guys don't have to name names, but were there people out there?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Well, I played with a lot of guys that were perceived different through the media and different through the fans than who they really were. Like, I played with some psychopaths that were absolute animals, but then like the nicest guys ever off of the ice, like Todd Ewan. His name was The Animal, and he would go out there and rip guys' heads off. But then on the off season, he's writing children's books and writing children's songs with his guitar and talking to people. Like Tony Twist is an absolute savage, but one of the nicest, most caring guys. Just like, so in my opinion, like, you really, it depends on your job on the team, but you really should have an alter ego. Like, when you hit the ice or hit the field, if you're a certain type of player, you better be perceived as like having a screw loose, or like anything could happen any moment. If you're the best player in the world, you can be just casual wherever the heck you go. But most of the time, I don't know about you guys, but the guys who were the craziest, most of the time they were some of the nicest guys away from the game.
James Harrison is one. People perceive him as like, just a madman. He one of the coolest teammates you could have. I laugh, joke, make jokes, crack jokes. Troy Polamalu, another one. Very quiet. Troy, he just sits there and laughs and has a good time. Very good sense of humor.
I just picture him brushing his hair a lot.
He never. So here's the thing. Here's the weird thing about Troy, and this is, Troy never had his hair down until Sunday. Like, it was like, and I think he literally became a different person when he let his hair down. So he always was up in practice.
Under his helmet?
Yeah. It never was down. But Sunday, when it's like, who this guy's crazy.
Yeah, he was flipping the switch.
This guy's crazy.
It's like this documentary I saw at one time. It was a guy who was an arm wrestler. And when he went to arm wrestle,
he turned that hat around.
Turned his hat.
Yeah.
And he turned into a different person.
Yeah.
And then he would go like fingers over thumb over the top is what he called it.
Yeah.
He was a hell of a documentary.
Another one, Edgerrin James. People would, I think, Edgerrin, I think, played on this. Edgerrin came into the league with a mouthful of gold teeth, long, hair, locks, and all of that. And people assumed he was one way. Edgerrin's probably one of the smartest people I have ever been around in life. Like, when I got on the team plane, my first road trip, Edgerrin had a book waiting on me. Read this, young fella. It was Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Here, it's for you. So you know how to take care of your money. Like, he was like that. So those three people for me are what people perceived them to be were probably completely opposite of what they really were off the field.
All right, there you go. Good stuff. We're going to continue our Sports Six-Pack with Part 2. If you have questions, keep sending them in to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We've got part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack right now, 314-399-9646. Marsh, next question, please.
Question number 4.
All right, this one comes from the 314. I know most of you think the ceiling or best case for the Blues is winning the Stanley Cup. But what is the worst case for the Blues?
Wow. So worst case for the Blues, quite honestly, and I hate to even say it, but like not making the playoffs is definitely one way to look at it, because when you look at the division overall, there's so many great teams in their division. Like the Central Division has the Avalanche, the Stars, the Wild, the Predators, the Blues, the Mammoth, and the Jets. Well, we know the Jets and the Avalanche and the Stars are going to be good. We know the Minnesota Wild are going to be competitive. We would believe the Predators are going to be better than they were last year, and the Mammoth are supposed to be one of the most improved teams throughout the offseason. That's an awful lot of teams that are fighting for a couple of playoff spots. So the worst case scenario is the Blues find themselves outside the playoffs when the music stops. Bottom line.
That'd be difficult.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sucks being in the toughest division in the NHL.
What do you think their ceiling is in terms of the regular season?
I think finishing top 3 in the Central Division would be the ceiling.
Do you think they could be the top team in the Central?
I mean, you could, but all things would have to hit perfectly. Like Jimmy Snuggerud would have to be Rookie of the Year candidate. Logan Mailloux would have to be a top 4 defenseman where he hits his stride. Like Jordan Binnington, Joel Hofer have fantastic seasons. Cam Fowler picks up where he left off. Like all of those things would have to happen. Whereas the Avalanche, I mean, they've got some high-end skill. So do the Dallas Stars. And you look at those two teams, and the Winnipeg Jets are going to be strong again. So I think a top 3 finish for the Blues in the Central Division is very good.
Who do you think has the better season for their respected position? Is it Jimmy Snuggerud or Logan Mailloux?
I think it'll be Jimmy Snuggerud just because he's going to get more opportunity. Like he came in last year at the end of the season and he ended up playing first line with Thomas and Buchnevich, ended up playing power play. So those opportunities are going to be automatic for him. And I think that, like Barret Jackman said earlier, like Logan Mailloux's not a top 4 defenseman right now, so ice time will be lower. He will get some power play opportunity, and they're going to bring him along slowly. And if he's able to leapfrog somebody into top 4 spot, then great. But I think Jimmy Snuggerud will be the guy that you circle.
The last MySpace user says, I'm not a scholar, but I would say the worst case scenario is that they lose every game.
You know, that is yeah, boy, that would be
But that's also a very unlikely scenario.
What did the last MySpace user also text in before that?
Read my question. I'm never in my helicopter at this time, but if a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much would a woodchuck chuck?
Nice. Yeah.
Question number 5.
All right, from the 314, what playoff caliber team that lost in week 1 do you expect to get back on track in week 2? And which ones do you think won't?
Well, there's a layup, and that's the Baltimore Ravens to get back on track. They're facing the Browns. So that one, I think we can. There's no guarantees in the NFL, but that one is as guaranteed as possible.
When the Lions play the Bears next, I think the Lions are going to bounce back. It's going to be a heck of a game, though. Ben Johnson versus Dan Campbell. But if the Lions play the way they should, I mean, they're not playing a Green Bay team. It's the Chicago Bears. So I think that would be a bounce back for a playoff caliber team. Now, as far as someone who stumbles,
I mean, I could see the Chiefs starting 0-2.
I can see that as
They're
well.
hosting
I don't
the
know
Eagles.
It makes them a non-playoff team.
No, but it just in terms of asking, hey, what current playoff contender might not rebound in week 2? That's the obvious choice.
I think the Texans could rebound. I think they should rebound versus the Buccaneers. They had a rough road loss at Los Angeles versus the Rams. with an opportunity to win that game late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Turn the ball over. I think that's a team that could bounce back.
Cowboys will bounce back, too. They got the Giants this week. They had they had a loss, 24-20 to the Eagles. I consider that a good loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to bounce back against the Giants.
Yeah, I do expect them to bounce back to the Giants. I just wouldn't put the Cowboys in a playoff contender role.
I thought that too, but watching them play against the Eagles, we'll find out if the Cowboys were playing up to like a different level or the Eagles were playing down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out.
Question number 6.
Chester wants to know if my Penn State Nittany Lions go 0-2 versus Oregon and Ohio State this year, is James Franklin gone, baby gone?
No. As long as if those are the only 2 losses that they have, I don't know where they played them at, but if those are the only 2 losses that they have this year, they're still going to be a college football playoff team because those 2 teams are top 4 in the country. Those Ohio State and Oregon. So if those are the only 2 losses you have, they play Oregon at home in 2 weeks, and then they play Ohio State at Ohio State in about a month. No, because you'll still be in the college football playoffs with an opportunity to make a run.
If they lose both?
Yeah.
Do you think they have enough good wins to get them in?
I think if they are a 2-loss, Big Ten team, and your 2 losses are to Oregon and Ohio State, the only 2 of the top 4 teams in the country, yes. I think, and one of them being on the road, as long as you're not getting blown out, yeah, I think so. Because I think Illinois last year would have been a college football playoff team with losses on the road at Oregon, who was number 1 at the time, and at Penn State, who was number 4 at the time. Then we lost to Minnesota and stunk up the season in terms of college football playoffs.
Can I play the double for a second?
I knew what you were going to say because I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. Their wins then would be against Nevada, Florida International, Villanova, and I'm talking about football, not basketball, at UCLA, Northwestern, at Iowa, Indiana at home, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Rutgers.
Yep.
A lot of really bad teams.
They're out.
I don't think so.
They could be in. I think they're in with one loss being to either Oregon or Ohio State. I think they got to win one of these games. If not, you don't have a good resume.
If you lose to Oregon, right now you're the number 2 team in the country. You're not going to drop back to number 5? Okay. You'll probably gain a couple of spots in that time before you play Ohio State. If they're still number 1, you're number 5 or number 4 against number 1. You probably drop back a few more spots to 7 or 8. I think you're still in the college football playoff.
I think he's right, Anthony, because of the runway here, because they've been ranked so high early on. Had they been ranked 9th or 10th and then had that, maybe they squeak out of it then. But I think because they've been so high in the rankings.
You won't find a team. I mean, those are 2 top 5 losses. You're not going to find a team with 2 losses against 2 top 5 teams, in my opinion, that had not lost any other games.
There is a variable that you guys are not considering, which is that what do these other teams do?
Which ones?
Anyone.
And the automatic bid, too.
We've seen Clemson, and they should have. Clemson dropped back with a win. So
Clemson, they deserved to drop back.
I realize it, but what I'm saying is
they beat Troy.
And why did they drop back?
Because Troy was supposed to be beaten by 35 points.
And other teams also won in the process, including your Illinois Fighting Illini.
Just Illini.
I know. It's all the players. Illini.
It's just the Illini. No S's.
Let's go
There's several
Illini.
of them, though.
It's like moose, Anthony.
Yeah, it's like geese.
Yeah.
Not geeses.
Illinois Fighting Illini.
You know.
Okay. Anyway, I don't think they will with 2 losses. Either way, I don't think that James Franklin gets fired. All right. Do we need a new Gauntlet contestant?
We just got one.
Son of a bean. All right. Let's do this Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, we talk about our guy Stewie all the time, and he's always watching the market, the Federal Reserve, pays attention to all these things. But here's what I can tell you about Stewie is when he talks about the rates dropping and refinancing and things like that, a lot of places, when you have your mortgage or with a lender, they wait for you to call them. You've got to watch the interest rates. You've got to do all the homework. With Stewie, he's watching it. I think he has little things set up to alert him. And I know that he's weekly. He keeps me up to date. Rates are dropping. We're almost there. We're almost there. A little bit more, and we'll refinance. We'll use the bag of loan. Cost you nothing, zero. And that's what I'm looking for. When you have a mortgage, I mean, that's a massive expense. And if you can lower your rate or even shorten the term of your mortgage, I mean, and you got a guy that's looking out for you, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. It's almost like having somebody that you're paying to get help from, right?
Yes.
Like insurance companies and things like that. We see it all the time where you might have an agent, but they ain't working for you. They get your initial money, get your initial commitment, and yep, that's it. Then we have a problem, they redirect you. Hey, call this number. You'll be fine. Stewie says, call my number. I'll take care of it. And his personal cell phone number is what we give out. It's the same number Jamie and I call, by the way. It's 314-324-4440.
Again, that's 314-324-4440.
So when you call him or he calls you and he says, hey, give me a call back, it's that same cell phone number. But he's there to save you money. He's there to work for you, and he's there to work with you. He's our guy, Stewie, from Stewart's American Mortgage Corporation. If you didn't hear that number and you want the website, what can you do?
Google the bag loan.
NMLS number 226715.
Warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
403, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. With Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Jason. What's up, Jason?
What's going on, guys? How we doing today?
We're doing great, man. Appreciate you playing. Thanks for listening. Would you like to take on Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me today in round 1?
I was thinking I might go CD today.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, Jason.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right, Carey's going to make his way into the cone of silence right now. Jason, you're going to tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Go ahead and spin that wheel, Marshy.
Jason, what are we hoping for?
You know, for me, I don't think it really matters because I suck at all of them pretty equally.
Oh, okay, good.
Wow, stay positive, Jason.
That's all right. He's honest.
Well, it doesn't help that it's football today.
Oh. Well, you know what? Sometimes Carey gets a little tripped up on dates and things like that.
Sometimes the questions don't favor the player.
You never know.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. You're right.
Yeah. So, Jason, you're going to get 4. Thank you, Marsh. 4 football questions today. Each question is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
How many one-loss teams sit in the AP Top 10 in the poll following Week 2 in college football? Again, how many one-loss teams sit in the AP Top 10 in the poll following Week 2 in college football?
Well, I think if they're in the top 10 with a loss, I don't think there's too many. Let's go 2. Final answer.
Question 2. Which team, despite not having a win on their schedule, moved up a spot in the AP poll this past week?
I think I'm going to need options.
All right. Was it Oklahoma, South Carolina, or Notre Dame?
Well, Oklahoma beat Michigan. Let's go South Carolina. Final answer.
Question number 3. The last time Alabama lost their first game of the season was in 2001, when which team defeated them?
Oh, 2000. I'm going to need options again.
Options are UCLA, USC, or LSU.
I don't think it would be LSU in week 1. Let's go USC. Final answer.
Final question, Jason. Name this Western Kentucky quarterback who, after Week 2, leads all of college football in passing yards.
Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
I have no clue. Options.
I'm shocked you don't know this off the top of your head here, Jason, but I'll give you the options anyways. E.J. Warner, Maverick McAvoy, or Micaiah Elahado.
Let's go McAvoy. Final answer.
All right. Let's bring back Carey Davis. Jason, how you feeling?
Well, just about as well as I thought it would.
Okay, yeah. It was a little tough.
Yeah.
Last 2 were tough. All right, Carey's strolling back in from the Cone of Silence right now.
Hey,
Carey, how was it?
That was good. Me and Grant in there talking about football injuries, and he dislocated his elbow, broke something, and to his shoulder.
Recently?
No, when he was playing. As a young lad.
Wow. Thought maybe Grant was a weekender, you know?
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos?
I have.
Yeah,
those guys are not normal.
Not at all.
They're always playing on grass. It's all beat up, too. Like,
it's not maintained.
I don't think they have.
I don't know why they do that, to be honest.
Love of the game, Jamie.
Yeah.
Certainly not
love
the paycheck.
Of the game. It's the love of the game.
Okay. All right.
Well, speaking of football, Carey, your category is football.
Oh, is it?
Pack a lunch.
Oh, goodness.
Question 1. How many one-loss teams sit in the AP Top 10 in the poll following Week 2 in college football?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Is Texas still in? Okay, let's go. Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Oregon. Who's number 5? Damn it. Illinois is number 9. They are undefeated. This is a shot in the dark. One for sure, because Texas was number 7. Everyone else fell out. South Carolina is 10. They're undefeated. I'm missing number 6. So let's go 1. Final answer.
Question 2. Which team, despite not having a win on their schedule, moved up a spot in the AP poll this past week?
Despite not having a win?
Correct. They moved up.
They haven't won a game.
Correct.
And they moved up.
That's correct.
Yeah, I heard about the lady that her AP vote had Florida moving up a couple spots after they lost. Who the hell moved up and didn't have a win?
Well, that's what we're asking you.
What the hell is this? Who's doing these? Making these decision options?
Was it Oklahoma?
They got to win.
South Carolina? Or Notre Dame?
Because they didn't play. Notre Dame, final answer.
Question number 3. The last time Alabama lost their first game of the season was in 2001, when which team defeated them?
Oh, I have no clue. 2001? Alabama, you say?
Feels like yesterday.
I mean, hell. I was in college still. You think I was watching that crap? In 2001? I don't even know who we played the first game of the year in 2001. Who the hell did we play?
That's not the question.
I was there.
That's not the
Well,
question.
how in the hell am I going to know who Alabama played? And I don't even know who.
I mean, how much do you love football?
Options.
Options are UCLA, USC, or LSU.
Part of me wanted to say LSU. Did they play them that early? We played LSU to end the season. USC, UCLA, or LSU? I don't think it would be. Let's go LSU. Final answer. That first question I got wrong.
Question 4. Name this Western Kentucky quarterback who, after week 2, leads all of college football in passing yards.
Oh, my God. Options.
E.J. Warner, Maverick McElvore, or Micaiah Elahado.
Well, EJ is at Fresno. That's Kurt's son, isn't it? Maverick, and who was the third one?
Micaiah Elahado.
Let's go Micaiah. Final answer. Oh, I don't like this at all.
Anthony, you right?
Yeah, just laying
some
it
math?
out. Yeah, laying it out here. All right. Why don't we start there? Name this Western Kentucky quarterback who, after week 2, leads all of college football in passing yards. Jason went with Maverick McElvore. Carey went with Micaiah Elahado. Correct answer is
Maverick McElvore.
Jason, who needed the options on that one, has taken a 1-point lead. Which team, despite not having a win on their schedule, moved up a spot in the AP poll this past week? Jason, with the options, took South Carolina. Carey, with the options, took the Notre Dame Fighting Irishes. Correct answer is...
It is Notre Dame.
We're all tied up at 1, peeps. The last time Alabama lost their first game of the season was in 2001, when which team defeated them? Jason, with the options, said USC. Carey, with the options, said LSU. Correct answer is...
Go to UCLA.
It was UCLA.
Really?
Yep. 1-1 heading into this question.
Got this one wrong.
How many one-loss teams sit in the AP top 10 in the poll following week 2 in college football? Carey, who believes he got it wrong, said 1. Jason, without the option, said 2. Jason.
You have chosen wisely.
Correct answer is... It's 2. It's 2. Texas and Carey.
Notre Dame!
Notre Dame, that's right. Jason will be back tomorrow after knocking off Carey in foosball today.
Carey's already moved.
Congratulations, Jason. Carey has already moved to the penalty box for next segment.
Good job, Jason.
Nice job, Jason.
Thanks. Can I give a quick shout out?
Sure.
I would love to give a shout out to all of my students at Bryan Hill Elementary School in St. Louis.
Oh, nice. Hey, thank you for molding young minds,
Thank you for
Jason.
being a
Thank
teacher.
you. Yes,
Yeah, no kidding.
absolutely.
Important job we got.
No doubt.
Yes. All right.
Thanks,
We'll
Jason.
see you tomorrow.
All right, nice job. All right, so Jason, the teacher, got a dub.
Yeah.
We struggle against teachers.
We typically do.
Yep.
Usually it's random that we. Well, I struggle in random anyways.
That's tough,
but
man.
That was tough.
That was
That
tough.
was very unfriendly.
I couldn't figure out. Notre Dame is what, 8, aren't they? Yep. I couldn't figure out 6 and 8.
Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Oregon, Miami, Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's 8.
The Illinois Fighting Illini, and Florida State's 10.
Oh, Florida State is 10. South
Carolina's 11. Yeah, okay. The one that tripped you up was obviously ND, Notre Dame. We've got Prove Me Wrong. If you got a Prove Me Wrong statement, 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service tax line. This is where you can send a statement in that you are going to force Carey, Jamie, or me to have to prove wrong in the eyes of the Honorable Judge Andrew Marsh. Prove Me Wrong next on 101 ESPN.
Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong.
In a little over 10 minutes, we'll talk to our guy Brad Thompson, World Series champion and FanDuel Sports Network analyst. But we got Prove Me Wrong right now. Carey Davis from the penalty box.
I can't hear anything.
You're good. Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, and the Honorable Judge Andrew Marsh presiding over the cases. Judge, what do we have?
All right, let's start off with the 314. Prove me wrong. Saquon Barkley will have more touchdowns than Derrick Henry.
There's no way in hell. Saquon likes to get down to the 1 or 2, and the Eagles have something called
the tush push.
Who scores those touchdowns, Carey?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. It's called vulturing, Judge. And Saquon Barkley's going to get vultured over and over and over again like he did a year ago. Derrick Henry finishes with more touchdowns than the NFL Offensive Player of the Year from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. Thank you.
You guys are off to a hot start. This next one, Bish in About Sports says, prove me wrong. Daniel Jones will lead the Colts to an AFC South title and win a playoff game.
Did the Texans get relegated?
No, sir, they did not.
Oh, okay. I don't know how anyone other than the Houston Texans, who we understand they had a tough loss on the road in Los Angeles. That's a really good Los Angeles Rams team. They were in the game, fumble late, but the Texans are the best team in the division. And Daniel Jones played an outstanding game, his first game as an Indianapolis Colt. Take nothing away from him, but I don't think that team is ready or able to win the division. The Houston Texans, in my opinion, have the best roster. You've seen C.J. Stroud. He's going to be much better than he was last year. You got to see the old Nick Chubb, and not an old Nick Chubb, but the old Nick Chubb, who ran the ball, who was the only reason you would show up to Cleveland Brown games was because of Nick Chubb and Myles Garrett. That's it. You didn't care about anybody else. Nick Chubb ran the ball really well. Healthy Nick Chubb running the ball. That's what they need, a running game and the passing game to go together. We know the defense is really good. They kept the Rams out of the end zone for the most part. The Houston Texans are the best team in that division. No way the Indianapolis Colts win it.
Jamie, there's another team in that division, too, that could vie for that spot.
Jacksonville. Jacksonville looks strong in week 1, and Duval seems like he's off to a good start. So the Texans and the Jags will probably be fighting out for it, where the Colts, I mean, let's be honest, Danny Dimes is going to go back to being Danny Dimes very soon.
From the 636, prove me wrong. Ollie Marmol will not be the manager of the Cardinals in 2026.
Are you kidding me? Have you watched the track record of the Cardinals recently? That would mean it was a brash decision to fire somebody when he still has term left on his contract. Have you heard any of the press conferences recently? Ollie's talking about building for the future and where we're going to be in a couple of years and things like that. Like, he obviously knows something, that he's been reassured, at least, that he's going to be around for the foreseeable future. Chaim Bloom has got a lot of work to do. And again, we go back to what we talked about today. Why on earth would you bring in a well-known closer, as we'll call it, somebody who gets you to a World Series or wins you a pennant? Why would you bring that in right now with this roster that you have going on? I mean, not even Yachty or Albert would want to come in here now because failure is imminent in the near future. You get that team to somebody like that later on, but right now, Ollie is going to be that guy that keeps driving this bus for the next little while.
From the 314, prove me wrong. With no salary cap, Major League Baseball needs less teams.
I mean, who are the good teams going to beat up on? Huh? You know, who are the Dodgers going to play? You got less teams. The Pirates don't exist, right? Who's going to finish last in the division if not the Pirates?
Yeah. You know? Who's going to develop the players for the Dodgers, for the Yankees, for the Mets? Who's going to do all that development, right?
Won't have anybody.
These are quality farm systems for the good teams.
There you go. You need them all in order for it to function well.
Anthony has this look on his face like he actually agrees that there should be less teams.
I actually don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
No,
he's
why would gassy today.
Why would you? No, not today.
Good.
Not today. Why would you pull teams out of markets and make some of the fan base is upset. You know,
well, and people lose their jobs.
People lose their
that work
jobs.
at the stadiums, the bars, the restaurants, all that stuff.
No, I don't like. I don't like that at all.
What's going to do? Like, come on.
You guys make a great point.
Why did you assume the Cardinals would be?
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to say that.
It was an example, guys.
I gave you the ding. We don't have to poo-poo on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was an example.
You've already been poo-pooing on other teams.
We gave you the ding already, Jamie.
I appreciated it.
Yep.
This next one comes from Symphonic Metalhead, and this one's obviously directed towards Anthony.
Uh-oh.
Prove me wrong. I should pick the Falcons this week in my Pick'em Challenge.
You're kidding me. Did you not see the way J.J. McCarthy finished that game in Chicago? Did you not see the way Younghoe Koo finished the game for the Falcons? As I said yesterday, I'm not sure if Koo was aiming for the goalpost or in between them or the bathroom in section 305 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Are you kidding me? Falcons can't finish games. Drake London's going to have to play with one arm. Who's going to save him? Kyle Pitts? I think not. The Minnesota Vikings got their issues out of the way in the first 3 quarters in Chicago. That's a runaway freight train right now, and they're opening at home against a wounded bird, not a dirty bird. Thank you.
Anthony, are we going to do something about this game? Like, do you need to wear?
I think,
Do you have a Falcons jersey?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Marshy's got a helmet.
I mean, it's old. It's not a current. It's not a current
whoever
Falcon.
Wins, the other person has to wear the jersey that following Monday.
All right, that's fine. That's fair.
I like the helmet should be
You like that?
I don't. I'll be in a Vikings jersey on Monday.
Oh, it's also the Kirk Cousins reunion.
Oh, you know what?
About that.
We
you
had that.
like that?
We had that last year.
No, you got it.
It's different.
He
You got it
finished
this
third
year.
that day.
It's different.
Got it this year. Oh, Kirky. And they're playing in Minnesota. They're going to give him a standing O.
They played last year in Minnesota. They booed his ass, and then the Vikings.
Well, he was playing then.
The Vikings treated him like garbage.
They're
like
going to
they
give him a
should.
standing O. Why are they playing there 2 years in a row?
Because the NFL hates the Falcons.
Oh, they both finished second, didn't they, in the division?
Yeah.
You know, I have two.
One second place looks a lot different than the other second place.
I have 2 Kirk Cousins T-shirts. Maybe I use that.
I agreed to a jersey.
Okay.
You don't want to wear a Kirky football? You got a Kirk Cousins jersey?
I don't know. I have a shirt. I have 2. One
You
with
got a jersey?
One
What
with his
jersey?
face.
What jersey do you have?
A Justin Jefferson.
No, I think it should be your choice.
Yeah, it could be.
Like a Stalter's choice.
If you have one with Kirky's face,
It's
on
got
the
his
front,
face, and I also have a long
Even better.
sleeve. I have a long sleeve that has his number in a chain.
Kirko
It
Chains.
says skull. This is the chain, Anthony. And
I
on the
like-
back
bring
it
him-
says, Kirko Chains.
Bring him the long sleeve Kirko Chains jersey.
Oh, I think the Kirk Cousins face
want
the
the
whole
face?
day would be.
You want my face? You want to see my
You want to
face?
see my face?
I
Show us your
think
face.
I have. It's old, but I think I have like a Falcon helmet. We could go that route.
Oh, wow.
Because I know
Marshy's
you got the
those-
I have
the
a helmet,
Vikings.
too.
I know you got the Vikings
Marshy's
helmet.
got those headphones though. They're problematic last
No,
time.
I have other ones too.
Yeah. What are we choosing?
I say we let them decide.
Carey and Jamie.
Yeah.
What do you
All
think?
right. So
I like the
jersey.
Kirk Cousins
I like
shirt.
the t-shirt.
Either the Kirko Chains. Well, I like the long sleeve shirt because he's going to be hot as hell all day.
It might not fit him too. He's looking
There's
pretty
gonna be-
big. He's
it's
been
gonna
going
be
to
a
the
little
gym.
snug.
I say it's the helmet and the sweater.
Oh,
Even better.
You gotta do both.
Even better. I like the helmet.
I'm going to be real hot on Monday
And,
for 4
and
hours.
Marshy has to wear the helmet. You got a jersey for helmet and jersey.
Yeah,
And
I got
I
it.
Helmet and jersey, helmet and shirt.
If Anthony loses, I want Marshy to put the rundown on a little wee piece of paper, and Anthony's got to wear the quarterback wristband.
Going up next. That would be funny. All right. Well, I'm set up for failure.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Brad Thompson joins us next. Speaking of birds, we'll I don't know. We'll find something to talk to Brad about.
What?
That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals fell to the Seattle Mariners last night by a final score of 5-3. They're back at it again tonight with Michael McGreevy on the mound. He'll face off against Logan Gilbert. First pitch tonight is at 8:40, and we are going to talk with Brad Thompson about your St. Louis Cardinals, so stay tuned. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
We're hanging with Brad Thompson on 101 ESPN.
Hanging breaking ball from Brad Thompson. And boy, does he get a swing on it. Lift and separate and see you later.
Hanging with BT is sponsored by St. Luke's, ranked top 2% in the nation for cardiac surgery by Health Grades. Visit stlukes-stl.com.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers and Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line, joined by our guy Brad Thompson, 2006 World Series champion, of course, analyst for the FanDuel Sports Network. And BT, are you out at Dylan's game right now? Do we have that right?
Yeah, dude, I am out. I'm out in Belleville. I'm watching the St. Clair Knights take on, I think it's Blessed Sacrament, maybe, on dirt fields like God intended. Okay, this is as much of a throwback area. There's a VFW. I think they're slinging beers out of the back of that joint. They've got some softball going on. There's weeds in half the infield. This is how baseball is supposed to be played for all these kids.
Yeah, well,
the turf, and there was a bad hop. Like, this is what it's all about.
Well said. How's Dylan doing?
Thank you. No, he's not playing. Look, he needs to work harder, I think. No, he's not in there yet. He might end up pitching at some point.
BT, you got to be honest. Sometimes our children need to work harder and be better, and we don't. I know you well enough to know you don't coddle them. You make sure, hey, it's work that needs to be done. If you want to play, if you want to start, I tell my son the same thing. You got to work hard in order to have all of the success that you want in life.
Dude, that is one of the biggest keys, right? You can't just prop them up all the time. Let them fail. And sometimes they're going to figure it out. Either it's hard work and you want to put it in, or you're going to see other people pass you, right? And then that'll do it for you. But I don't know if it's the same for you guys. My son, with pitching, he will a little bit. Basically, anything else baseball-wise does not listen to me. Like anybody else on the team's going to listen, and they're happy to have me out there. When I tell them something, it's like, Dad, okay, well then go ask the plumber then what you should do. Who's a great guy. But I mean. There are certain things I can definitely help with, but, neither here nor there.
BT, I went through the exact same thing, coaching both of my boys. My one boy, Braden, he never changed a reaction no matter what I said, so it was almost pointless to talk to him. But Ashton, every time I tell him something, he had a rebuttal. No. Yeah, but you're wrong. It got to the point where I was going down to my assistant coach, who, by the way, was a doctor. He didn't play hockey at a high level anywhere. I'd have to go tell the doctor to go tell my son what to do. And then he would listen, and he'd be like, I really like Coach Clark. I had to bring in a third party, BT.
Oh my gosh, dude, we do the same thing with he's playing school ball right now, but when we're doing the actual his spring season, all the coaches, we tell each other. We know which kids that we can talk to that aren't ours, and we just all plant the same seeds over and over again. I don't know, real quick too, I know we're going to get into some Cardinal stuff. My least favorite response, not just from my son, but from all of them. I got that. But from all of them is least favorite response is, I know. If you knew,
I know,
we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. Like I coach my son's team. He's in the 8th grade. It's like, why don't you listen to me, man? Mm-hmm. I think I know a little bit about it, but maybe I don't. It's very frustrating coaching your own children. It should be a great time, a grand time, father-son bonding moment, and this kid just doesn't look. He just looks at me like I'm crazy sometimes, BT, and I don't know what to do.
Look, I get it. Look, Catholic school over here, I'm cursing on the side.
4 for 4. Yeah, I got the same deal, and we'll do the same thing that Jamie that you do, or I will talk to all the rest of the kids, and my assistant coach has got to talk to Killian because he can't figure out dad hat and coach hat.
Yeah,
he thinks I'm yelling at him.
Yeah,
like I'm not.
They're more comfortable to talk back to you.
Yeah. Yes,
that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
What the heck?
All right, Brad. That's on the Cardinals. Masyn Winn's dealing with the arthroscopic surgery, or potentially he's got the surgery coming in the offseason. He's also cleared to play. It's a pain management thing. What do you think? You're in the as a former player, somebody is banged up, but he's cleared to play, wants to play. What do you think? What's best for the team right now, Masyn Winn overall, and the team in the future?
Look, as an old man with 2 torn meniscus, I think that I am totally good to talk about this. One of them, cortisone, worked just fine. Left one was good. Right one, chances are the same guy did my surgery that will end up doing his. Dr. Paletta did a fantastic job. My knees at 43 feel amazing now. So his at 24 are going to be awesome as soon as he gets a little cleanup. Like, here's what I think. I love the fact that he still wants to play. And when it is a pain management, I'm sure that you guys have all had meniscus issues. It's one of those where some days it feels good, some days it doesn't. And I feel like this is a great experience for Masyn Winn because there's going to be a time down the road where this team is on a playoff push, or maybe they're in October playing and he is not feeling good. And maybe it's the knees, maybe it's something else, but he knows what it's like to play through that sort of pain and knows that he can do those things. I feel like that it's a great thing. And for the team, like, you don't have anybody that's going to play that position better than him, even hobbled, And he might end up having his power zapped a little bit. I feel like we've seen that definitely in this second half. But he's still figuring out ways to put the ball in play, hit for average, drive in runners when you need him to. I think it's a good experience. I don't think he's hurting the team at all by being out there. I think they'd much rather him be out there on the field.
BT, we were talking about earlier about the Cardinals still in that playoff chase mode, but you're missing out on opportunities. I think Jordan Walker is still not getting the opportunity. You're trying to figure out what you're going to do at the catcher position. Is this a moment where, you still are technically in the playoff hunt, but it feels like you're so far away? Should these younger guys be getting opportunities so we can finally, hopefully, maybe figure some things out for 2026?
Look, if you don't have it figured out by now, you're not going to figure it out in the next 3 weeks, is kind of the way that I look at it. So I don't think 3 weeks of at-bats for Jordan Walker's look. There he is. We've used this analogy before, that movie Hook, where they pulled back Robin Williams' face. There you are, Peter. Like, that's not what I don't think that we're going to find that moment in 3 weeks. So, I still believe it. And, look, you are a long ways out. We all know this in the wild card right now. It's going to take some special stuff to get it done. But I still think that you owe it to the team to put whatever you believe is the best lineup out there day in and day out. And I know that there are a lot of Ollie haters out there. I think Ollie's done a really good job with this club. We know what this team is. We know what they've got. And to be where they're at right now, to me, is pretty impressive. So I think you still got to run out whatever your best lineup is. If Walker's in it that day, great. If he's not, he's not. And sometimes as a player, you have to start forcing the issue. You have to make it so they can't not put you in the lineup. That's what they're looking for.
BT, catching up on some news here today. I see Brendan Donovan is playing now down in Springfield, I believe. I think Arenado's on the mend as well. If we're going to isolate Nolan Arenado, I know he's a competitive guy and he wants to play, but what do you think the motivation would be for him to get back? And let's say he plays 7, 8 games or 10 games by the end of all this is said and done. I mean, what does that do for Nolan Arenado?
I think twofold. One, you prove to yourself that you're good to go for the following year instead of just going through your workouts. You actually got some live fire at the end of the season. So you prove it to you that you're good going into 2026. And two, if you want to move, you better prove it to other teams that you're healthy and good to go. And I think that might end up being part of it, too. I look at this offseason for Nolan Arenado a lot like we all looked at last offseason, and he looked at last offseason with a lot of uncertainty around it, and probably maybe both sides, probably one side, want to be able to move Nolan, right? So if you can show that he is healthy this year, I think that really helps you be able to trade him. I think that's a big deal.
BT, I want to switch gears for a little bit. You are on the Illinois side, and I don't know if you know this or not, but the University of Illinois is a pretty damn good football program this year. If you're needing a football team to root for, we are welcoming all comers. You can come on, root for the Fighting Illini, and I will get you an orange shirt that you can wear on your Saturdays for tailgating purposes if need be.
Wow. It's a nice offer.
Carey, ILL.
I got him. Let's go. You ready to do this?
If it's free, it's me.
There you go.
If it's free, it's me. That's kind of what I'm doing. I have been looking for a team for years. Anthony knows this. While we were doing the show together during the pandemic, I did not go to a big-time football school at Dixie State College. Now Utah Tech. So they got a team now.
Okay.
And they're D1. They are D1. Don't have any of their gear yet, but go Trailblazers. But I picked between a couple of my wife's schools, just totally just jumping on her bandwagon. One of those schools, Vanderbilt. Great academic school. And great baseball school, right?
Yeah.
Football, fine. They're fine. Not great. And then the other school was Texas that she went to for grad school. So I hooked on to Texas a little bit, but I can be swayed. I don't know. I don't care enough about anything. So if I get a free orange shirt, CD, I'm in.
I got you. Make sure I get you one. What size are you?
Good. I'll show up to a game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Now, is it just an orange shirt?
It's an orange Illini shirt. I'll get him an orange Illinois
I was kind of hoping it wasn't just going to be bootleg orange.
Jamie, don't ask those questions. I got
a construction zone.
You'll trade the burnt orange for the Illini orange.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, BT. Well, we know you're at the game. Enjoy the game, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, and I promise you, if my kid tells me he knows something, this might be the last time you hear from him.
Okay. I swear, officer, we didn't see anything. That kid came in.
All right, boys, have a good show.
He went missing. We have no idea. See you, BT.
All right, see you guys.
All right, that's Brad Thompson here in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. Apparently, the lineup is out, so we'll play a lineup game next on 101 ESPN. play lineup game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The Cardinals will take on the Seattle Mariners again tonight. That game will start at 8:40. Michael McGreevy versus Logan Gilbert. All right, boys. Logan Gilbert, a right-hander.
Let's go Cards.
Let's go Cards. Yeah. Carey, why don't you go ahead and start us off, kid?
Show us. Lars Newbar.
International superstar.
Watch out, don't run into any walls or anything.
Jamie?
Show us that little croissant.
Oh, Yvonne. That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
Burleson?
I mean,
that was weird.
Don't sound so excited.
I'm not excited. I'm not excited at all to do the lineup game.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah. Do you want honesty? Do you want honesty, or do you want me to sit here?
Honesty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. Show us for this important game, Alec Bozen.
I thought I told you.
You know what? You're what's fueling
acting like
people
you're
to
a
not
star.
like this
We
game.
haven't even opened yet.
And you took down an entire college football fan base.
No, I invigorated them.
So now...
Did you see what I did? I galvanized all Mizzou fans. I galvanized them. Even if they were borderline fans, they became fans again just to hate me.
Honestly.
You're tearing it apart. I'm building it up.
Honestly, Jamie, you did yeoman's work this week because you actually got them to expose themselves as sociopaths. Some of them. Not the entire fan base. Some of you are sociopaths. And if you're wondering, well, he's not talking about me. It's you.
If you're wondering if it's you.
It's you.
It's you.
Okay.
Here's your guy here, Carey.
Who? Oh, yeah. Show us Wilson.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
Okay.
All right,
that's your guy, Jamie.
Masyn Winn?
He's
hurt.
Gorman.
He's hurt.
Yeah. Show us Gorman.
Swing Serenade is brought to you by Gorman's.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit. Dingers!
All right. Knowing Ollie, he probably just would bump up Thomas Sajasi.
Yes.
Show us Thomas Sajasi.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? It really hurts.
Nope, nothing. I thought I hit you on the shoulder.
My shoulder doesn't hurt very much, but my face does.
I don't know. Were you looking at me for an answer?
Yeah. You were all over the place. You had your phone. You kicked your feet up. You jumped up.
So I said 17 games earlier today. It's actually 16.
When you got excited?
You're excited.
My goodness.
It's probably Pothead.
Who's pitching?
For who?
Seattle.
Logan Gilbert.
Okay.
Michael McGreevy for the Cardinals.
So Jordan Walker's not playing.
No, he's
probably Jimmy Crooks, Pedro Pages, Pozo back. Nope, still injured. Probably Pages.
We only have Newt right now in the outfield.
Nope, you got Burley.
I got Burley. That's right. And you're right. So this would be.
Fermin's probably.
Yeah, Fermin's going to be second base. The Furminator's probably batting 9, so I would go Pages, Scott, Furminator. That's my.
I'd go Pages, Furminator, and take me to church.
Oh, why you don't like Scott?
Yeah, I do, but when does the last time
you
church?
hate him.
Why does he need to play?
Okay, why does he need to play?
Okay, do it your way.
All right, show us Pedro Pages.
Smithies, throw this at him. You're out!
Maybe.
All right, Jamie.
You can get Scott.
Show us. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I think it's Victor Scott.
Okay. Do we agree?
I agree
Show
with
us.
you.
You said it. How do you agree with
you?
No, I have to agree with you.
Okay, then do you agree with me?
I don't know anymore. You just confused me. Show us Victor Scott II.
You are so wrong.
Told you.
It's your fault. He loves to be right.
You're not right yet. He said church is playing. It could be the Furminator here.
Why the hell would you do that?
I don't know, Carey.
Go
Why
ahead,
would you do
Anthony.
anything?
Show us Jose Fermin.
I'll be back.
I said it could be Furminator here.
And then who's in the 9 hole?
I still think it's...
Okay, call it.
Victor Scott.
Call it.
Now, you know, I want to...
Flows yours.
You call it.
Show us Victor Scott.
You're wrong.
Show us. Hey, you know what, Marshy? Why don't you go ahead and show us? Take us all to church.
Take me to church.
Let me tell you, the only time I'm right is when you're so sure. When you're so sure about something and I go the other way, I'm usually right. It's the only time.
I wasn't so sure. I just felt like it was, and I'm trying to back up my answer, and Ollie screws it up every time, so whatever.
Thank you for the puppy love, though.
Scary stuff.
We're on it, Marsh.
All right, leading off. In right field, Lars Nootbaar. Batting second, the DH, Ivan Herrera. Batting third in left field, Alec Burleson. As Anthony said earlier today, your cleanup hitter, first baseman Wilson Contreras. Batting fifth, third baseman Nolan Gorman. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Thomas Sajaci. Batting seventh and catching is Pedro Pajes. Batting eighth, playing second base, Jose Fermin. And batting ninth in center field is Nathan Church.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair! Go fair! I don't believe what I just saw! Home run!
All right, March, what are the latest standings?
Jamie's still in the lead with 33. Anthony, 24. Carey is 21 points.
I got on the board.
Nice job, Carey.
I'm sticking with it. Give me Gorman. At some point, he's got to run into one.
And I have 6 points.
He didn't let you finish, huh?
I can tell he didn't really want to.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to call himself out. Give me Ivan Herrera, please.
Oh, Yvonne.
Oh, Yvonne.
How many does Jamie have? 33?
Yeah.
I didn't got enough games left to chip away. Chip away.
Chip away.
Yeah. Some point he got to play. Give me Jordan Walker off the bench.
Oh, boy.
Give me Pedro Pajes tonight.
Okay.
Pedro Pajes.
All right, there's your lineup game. There's your home run derby. If you're an SEC or Big Ten team, is anything short of a college football playoff berth considered an unsuccessful season? I think Marsh built this topic in the wake of Jamie's utter destruction of some Mizzou fans. That's next on 101 ESPN.
It's that time of year, and selling your home can be stressful. The end of the summer is here. It's more difficult sometimes to move your home, which is why you shouldn't just trust any realtor at all out there to do the job for you. You need to call my friend and trusted real estate agent, Gloria Liu, with your home sold guaranteed realty. Look, Gloria's name says it all, guaranteed. And that means she's going to sell your home for whatever price you guys decide. If she doesn't get that price, she's going to pay you the difference, and she guarantees all of that up front and in handwriting. Gloria Liu's got over 24,000 buyers in waiting, so pack up. You're selling your home quickly because Gloria Liu is going to get you right there to the closing table. And any questions you have along the way, she's going to make sure that you are completely up to date on everything and that you're comfortable with the entire process. All you have to do, give her a call at 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or you can visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Again, that's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. And as always, Gloria and the seller must agree upon the sales price and possession date.
501, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. If you're an SEC or Big Ten team, is anything short of a college football playoff berth considered an unsuccessful season? Now, of course, we're talking about teams that have a relative shot to make the college football playoff, not the Rutgers of the Big Ten. Or I guess, is that fair? Rutgers is okay.
Rutgers plays hard in
Maryland.
In New Jersey.
Yeah. How about Maryland? I know that's I know Loxley's a friend of yours, but Maryland's not good.
Are they? They 2-0 right now, aren't they? Or are they 1-1? I haven't checked.
Look, Carey, you know what I mean.
I don't know.
If you're Ohio State, if you're Illinois, is anything short of a college playoff berth considered an unsuccessful season? I think Illinois is a perfect example of this.
I think Illinois is a perfect example of this.
I'm sorry.
No. I agree 100%.
Not a lot of success.
I'm not disagreeing.
But you're right there.
I am a rational Illinois fan and alum. I get it. We haven't had a lot of great seasons. Only 5 10-win seasons in our history, one being last year. And last year, I felt like we could have been a 2-loss team that made it to the college football playoffs. I was talking about Penn State earlier.
Who won't if they have 2 losses?
I think we could have, but the loss to Minnesota put us out of that picture. Still won 10 games, lost 3 of them. If Illinois doesn't make it to the college football playoffs this year, I do kind of feel like it would be a bit of a disappointment because we've already shown last year we won 10 games. I think we have the capability of winning 10-plus games again this year. You got to go out and do it. You can't do the matchups on paper don't matter. You have to go out and beat those teams. But I do believe we have the talent. We have 16 returning starters from last year's team that won 10 games. Everything, in my opinion, is lining up very well for the Alumni to make a playoff run. If you don't make it and you win 10 games, it's still a really good season, but it would be disappointing in my eyes because I feel like this team is poised the same way I felt that Mizzou was poised to be a college football playoff team last year.
Yeah.
And they missed the playoffs. I felt like that was a disappointing season for Mizzou as well. So with that mindset, yeah, even if you win 10 games and don't make the college football playoffs as the Illini, I would be very disappointed. I feel like it would be a disappointing season.
Yeah, you guys, the Illini have got a very favorable schedule, too. I mean, you're right. You have to beat whoever opponent you have, but they've got 22 Indiana coming up at Indiana. That's going to be a challenge. But based on the fact that Illinois played so well already, it should be a win. And then obviously the big one is Ohio State. It's in Champaign. So the rest of it are all very winnable games. I mean, this could be a really highly ranked Illinois team by the end of this season.
I agree. But you got to win.
Yep.
And, Carey, I agree with you on the Mizzou comparison from a year ago.
Yeah.
The sociopaths that we argued with on the social media clearly overlooked that Jamie and I both said, by the way, that Mizzou would make the playoffs last year.
We did.
We all did. We all said they should.
And I said this year, the over-under was set at like 7 wins, and I said I'd absolutely take the over.
But it's not what you say nice about them. No. It is what you say fair about them that will get you crucified. But it is. It's an apt comparison. Last year, Mizzou won, what, 10 games, 9 games, something like that?
10 games.
They won 10 games. A good season. But make no mistake, that they failed to meet expectations. That's not a bad thing. You worked your way into that spot. Just as Illinois has worked its way into the spot to say it would be an unsuccessful season provided that they stayed healthy. Like if Altmaier gets hurt, that's different. But if the expectations coming into the year, you could challenge for a college football playoff berth. Jamie just noted it. You got a favorable schedule, and you failed to do so. I'm sorry. It's an unsuccessful season. This is what happens when you become good, by the way.
There are expectations.
Exactly.
Going into last season, I don't think the expectations were extremely high for University of Illinois.
They weren't.
You surprised a lot of people. You won 10 games. It was fantastic. It was, and you capped it off with a win in the Citrus Bowl against South Carolina. Amazing season for the University of Illinois. This year, the expectations have become much higher. You are ranked top 10 in the country. You came in ranked number 12, the highest you've been ranked in 30 years. Hell yeah, the expectations are high. And you're not ranked that high with the expectations of just winning 10 games and watching the college football playoffs. No, you have a good enough team. You've returned enough people. You have coaching that is doing a great job. All of those things seem to be falling in place. If you don't make it, it is a disappointing year, just as it was, in my opinion. And Mizzou fans can argue all they want to. I don't give a damn. I think last year was a disappointing season for Missouri, because you had all of those things. You were coming off of a big win in the Cotton Bowl versus Ohio State. You had a lot of your returning starters. Yeah. Cody Schrader wasn't on the team, but you had a lot of returning starters from that team. You had a first-round draft pick at tackle. You had a second-round draft pick who was considered a first-round draft pick at wide receiver. You had a lot of talent, and your quarterback was returning last year. There's a lot of talent on that team, on Mizzou's team last year. For them not to make the college football playoffs, I do think that was a disappointing year, even though they won 10 games. So for Illinois, I feel the same way. It's the same expectations. Your turn on the horse. You got to make it to the college football playoffs. And I think for teams that are in that area, I think the Miamis of the world, where they're ranked right now, I think Notre Dame, I think all of those teams, Georgia. I don't know if you can say Alabama because they had a terrible loss to start the season, but there are a few teams on that list that where they're ranked right now, they should be college football playoffs or bust.
Well, I actually think Alabama, going back to them, even though they lost, I think if they don't make the college football playoff, that is a disappointment. You have all these returning starters. You have all the draft classes that you have had over the years. Kalen DeBoer comes in his second year. I was the one that said, hey, let's give last year, okay, rough go of things, but now if you have an opportunity to the second chance to have with all these talented players, no, you got to make the playoff. You're Alabama. You're not Alabama in the Mike Shula age. You're Alabama coming off the heels of a dynasty run with Nick Saban. Yeah. You got to make the playoffs.
Well, they're going to have a hard time.
No, they are. I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Georgia.
I'm saying Mizzou, beforehand.
Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, Auburn, all teams ranked top 25. They've got a gauntlet for a schedule.
Yeah,
they really do.
Still,
they might finish under 500.
These are expectations.
I know. I'm just talking though.
What's the deal? What's
I don't
with that?
know. You just cut me off. I was like talking about something.
Hey, does this go back to the Nathan Church thing?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
he tends to hold grudges.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. You don't.
I do.
I know you do. So does Spiteful over here.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Marshy might be the only one who doesn't hold it.
Marsh doesn't. No, Marsh doesn't hold it. He gets over things very easily. Like he's affected by it, but he lets it go.
Well, like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Scheme. It's a grand scheme.
Yeah, scheme
of things. You know, there's other things to worry about.
Yeah.
You just got to have a good demeanor, you know?
Absolutely.
Stay positive.
Yeah, you're like Barret Jackman. You're just even keel. You don't get too high, don't get too low.
Play to win the game.
You know there's a job to do, and you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job. Even when you're upset, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Whereas Carey knows who wronged him in 2013.
Definitely. 2003 and 1993 and maybe not 83. I was only 2, but I'm sure I can think.
You can think of somebody. Somebody from your childhood that wronged you. Yeah. Grade school friend. It's like Larry for me.
Yeah, Larry.
I never see Larry
left
again.
you hanging, didn't he?
You know.
He didn't even hang. He just didn't catch him.
Didn't catch me.
How old was Larry?
What's his last name? Let's find him.
I don't know if I know his last name.
How old was Larry?
Let's see. So I was in kindergarten.
And how he was the same age?
Yeah. So
I don't think Larry had any chance of catching you.
Was that 5?
He could have tried though, Carey.
It's the effort.
I think the notion that Anthony thought that another 5-year-old was going to actually catch him.
I was 5, so
he was 5 as well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm not thinking. I'm just thinking, my guy Larry's got me.
Yeah,
he did not.
He couldn't.
And I got a broken heel, and now every time it rains, it hurts.
Larry probably looked at you like, this kid doesn't know anything.
No, give me a thumbs up. He said, I got you.
He lied.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah. I appreciate that you're seeing the magnitude of this.
He thought it was easier until he saw you flying down like a wombat.
Right.
And he's like, I'm out.
Still, he's got to hang in there.
He's got to just lay on the ground and take it.
If he gets a busted jaw, so be it. But, you know.
Yeah, but I think Larry made
I think Larry made
He made a business decision.
Business decision, man.
He got out of there.
He did. Like, that doesn't look good for me.
If I ever see Larry again, man, I'll tell you what, I'm breaking his heel, you know? All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Our favorite NFL player matchups for week 2. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, tight ends. That's next on 101 ESPN. Beat the Street contestant. So if you want to play and beat the street, 314-399-9646, the Air Covered Service tax line. But time for some favorite NFL player matchups for week 2. We did this last week. Marsh, how did we do?
We did pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Okay, so not great.
No,
I don't think he.
We did. Like, who was our QB last week that we?
Oh, geez.
See, I don't think he remembered.
Okay.
We all came up with different ones.
Yeah, we all had a different
right. But I thought we combined them all for one, like, Fastlane team.
We did.
Okay.
We did do a little adjusting.
You got to take notes for this, Marsh, so we can keep track.
I do take notes, but we had to do some adjusting.
Who's your QB?
It's going to surprise you.
No, who was your QB?
Oh, hell if I know.
I don't know, Anthony. Come on, man.
What's wrong with you guys?
Who was your QB?
I don't know.
Exactly. I freaking knew it.
Mine was Kyler Murray.
There you go.
Was it? I have no clue, man.
I'm actually looking back here.
I might have said that. I may have said Aaron Rodgers. Nope, I don't think I said Aaron Rodgers. I have no clue.
This is bad.
I have no clue at all.
I have it on the sheet.
Yeah.
I may have said Jordan Love.
No one knows.
No, nobody knows.
We'll remember this time.
Mm-hmm. All right. CD?
I'm going to go. It's going to surprise you. Trevor Lawrence.
It does surprise me.
Yeah. Bengals defense, as we know, not great. The point total is the highest for any game that weekend. This coming up weekend. The Bengals and the Jaguars. I think Trevor Lawrence has a pretty big day. Threw a lot of passes to old Travis Hunter last weekend. We know what Duval provides.
Mm-hmm. Wins.
Maybe. So far.
Now, Marsh, do we have like a cap on this? in any way?
Cap.
Like if I say Lamar Jackson, it's kind of the obvious choice.
Well,
Nope.
It's up to you.
You say whoever you
can
want.
say whoever you want.
Yeah, we can make fun of you, but we can say
But
it.
when we do our team, just know that there is a lot of cap.
So you're talking about the big league impact.
caps.
Big league impact.
The big league impact fantasy team. So this is kind of to determine
who we want.
Yeah, so.
Oh. Did you keep track? So you did know. You do know.
I did keep track.
All right.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the sheet in front of him.
We had
Stop
to-
badgering him.
We had to do a little flip-floppy, though, because there's a cap.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
No cap. But there's a cap. All right. Jamie, who's your quarterback?
I'm so confused now.
Don't worry about it. Who's your quarterback?
I had Jared Goff. I think that the Lions are going to want to stick it to Ben Johnson. I think that the Lions are going to open up the offense. I think the dink and dunk crap that I watched this last weekend I hope they took that playbook and burned it, and then took the ashes, put it in a bottle, and tied a brick to it and threw it into the ocean.
Damn.
Yeah, Jared Goff's my guy.
You just said to, burn it or shred it. Or something. You just
There's
shred
worse
it.
than that to it.
Get rid of it. But
Wow.
You'd do way worse than that to it.
All right. The obvious choice is Lamar Jackson, so I'll give you a different choice.
Now there's no cap on how many you can pick?
no cap.
Justin Fields. I thought Justin Fields looked pretty good last week against Pittsburgh. He's got the rushing element. He's playing Buffalo.
Oof.
And Buffalo, as we saw on Sunday night, defense optional for the Bills. Coming off an emotional win, maybe Justin Fields and the Jets, the Jets, Jets, catch the Bills at the right time. Give me the Fields.
I'm going to go with Justin Herbert. I thought he had a great game against the Chiefs. They take on the Raiders, so another AFC West divisional game. I think Justin Herbert on Monday Night Football has a solid outing.
All right, running back, RB.
I went with Breece Hall. The Bills gave up 238 yards rushing. You just talked about Justin Fields. The running attack that the Jets had last weekend was outstanding versus, I think, a really good Pittsburgh Steelers defense. So I got Breece Hall and that running back crew for the New York Jets.
That's who I have as well. So I'll double down on Breece Hall.
I've got Jahmyr Gibbs. The running game was stifled in week one. I think that I was going to pick either one of those two, Montgomery or Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to go with Gibbs on this one.
Is Amon-Ra St. Brown your wide receiver?
Oh, settle down there, J.J. McCarthy.
You're picking all Lions players.
Yes.
He's going to.
I didn't know there was rules on this, Marshy.
There's no
If so,
rules.
put the damn rules on the page.
I'm just
okay?
giving you grief.
He's trying to will them to a win.
I'm still pissed off about the loss, okay?
I understand.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
I'm already over
I
it,
might
Jamie.
take Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You should.
I might take the Lions defense, too, just
I think
because.
you will. Definitely will now.
Wow. Give me Devon Achane. Devon Achane against the New England Patriots. I think Devon Achane and the Dolphins, they got to bounce back a little bit. Can't get much worse, huh?
You watched him?
Yeah, I did. Achane for running back. All right. Wide receiver, Carey.
Give me whoever Puka Nacua is playing.
That's one tough
Listen,
son of a you-know-what.
He's going to get 15 targets a game. So, take him.
Give me C.D. Lamb.
I like that one.
Or give me death.
Yeah. I like that one.
By the way, Puka
Marshy?
Nacua at Tennessee.
Yeah, I know.
To Tennessee. Okay. Marsh.
I'm going to go with Emeka Egbuka for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He had 4 receptions.
Yeah, we know.
Against the Falcons, 2 touchdowns. They take on the Houston Texans, who gave up 10 receptions to Puka Nacua. I think Egbuka he's here, baby. So I think he has a big week against the Texans.
I think the Ravens score about 40 points. Give me Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. I said Zay Flowers, who had a huge night against the Bills. Huge.
Yeah.
He's going to roll.
Roll.
Tight end.
No tight end.
How about defense?
Defense.
What?
Yeah.
It's not on the list. We only do things that are on the list.
Okay.
Marshy's mad at you now,
give me
too.
your defense.
He's mad at you now.
Are you mad at me, Marsh?
No, just whatever we want to do.
I mean,
It's not how it works.
Okay, well, guys, we can also pick a tight end, but you know what? Let's pick a defense first. Go for it.
Give me the Lions.
You son of a...
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, the quarterback from Chicago can't find any targets, so...
He's throwing the ball a little high.
They should get him some targets, maybe.
Well, you're not wrong.
You got guys that throw the ball too.
They should invest some targets.
He got guys that throw the ball too.
Oh, that's right. That's all they did.
Gotta find a defense.
He got an offensive line.
All they've been doing is getting pass catchers. DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden,
Colston.
Yeah, Colston Loveland.
Cole
Komet. What a catch by him.
Zacchaeus.
Yeah.
They got a lot of guys to throw the ball to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's going to throw for... maybe I shouldn't take the Lions then.
Give me the Broncos defense against the Indianapolis Colts.
The best offense in the NFL after week one?
Well, we're going to find out.
Like I said, I think the Ravens score about 40. I think they give up about 7. Give me the Ravens against the Browns.
I'm going to go with the Rams against the Titans. They did a good job at holding C.J. Stroud and the Texans to a low amount of points. They take on the Titans, who have receivers that can't catch the ball. So give me the Rams defense.
Okay.
Do you want a tight end now?
Who doesn't?
No.
Give us the tight end, Carey.
Kyle Pitts.
All right, we're done. No.
No, seriously. Kyle Pitts. I feel like Caleb Williams missed a couple of tight ends. He missed Cole Kmet a few times over the middle. He was wide open. Like if the same game plan is to attack that Vikings defense in the same manner, Kyle Pitts could have a big day.
He's going to try first.
He had a few catches last week. He had like 5 of them.
See the cleats he was wearing?
I did not.
Gold.
That's because he's trying to run fast. Like Michael Johnson in the 96 Olympics.
They wear the gold slippers. Yeah, baby.
In all honesty, that's not a bad play.
Thank you.
Drake London's banged up. They say he's going to play, but who knows? Darnell Mooney, who knows?
Give me Sam Laporta.
Boy, you are all lined up.
What do you want me to do? I'm looking around. He had a good week. He actually had a pretty good week last week.
You love them Lions.
I do. And I'm expecting them to come roaring back.
Look at you. Give me Trey McBride against Carolina. Trey McBride.
I'm going to go with a Thursday night football game. I like Tucker Kraft from Green Bay.
Robertson.
Started the year off with the touchdown catch. He was targeted 4 times, 16 yards. I think he gets a little bit more of a look, though. A couple more targets in Thursday night's tilt.
All right. Lamar Jackson has apologized to the fan that he shoved right in the face, even though that fan deserved it. He said, just chill next time, Jackson said Wednesday after practice. You can talk trash and stuff, but keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Just happened, Lamar said. I got pushed. I'm like, what? I wasn't even thinking about me being out there on the field. My apologies to him. But again, just, keep your hands to yourself.
The fans can't touch the players. I know they were walking in front of the fans there, but
they were on the field. I think he reached over and hit Derrick Henry, hit DeAndre Hopkins in the head, and then he hit Lamar in the face.
Yeah.
You can't do
that. And then he
that.
got pushed.
And I think he got banned, right? Got banned from the stadium?
For life?
You hear that stuff all the time, but I don't know how true that is.
Is it for life?
You know what I think? And this is going to sound extreme. I get it. But if you touch a player, you lose a hand.
The hand that you touched the player with?
Yes.
What if you touch him with both hands?
Both hands you lose.
That does send a message.
That is extreme.
And you have to pay for it.
You got to pay for your own hands to be removed?
Yes. Your insurance has to.
I feel like that's turning into a bit of a liability.
Yeah, that sounds.
Like if you're going to do it, the team doctor should have to do it.
You tell me. You tell me.
How's that person going to work?
What's going to happen? Well, don't touch the players.
Yeah, that sounds
these
like
runners.
Sounds like I don't know. Never mind.
What, Carey?
Doesn't sound like
Carey,
good.
there are people with no hands that do jobs all the time.
I understand, but
one here.
They didn't lose them because they pushed an NFL player. I would assume.
We can assume all we want.
You're right.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, how many players?
G-Dog said harsh but fair.
Thank you, G-Dog. How many fans do you think start touching players if they know they're going to lose their hand?
Now, when we say touching players, it's when the players are on the field in a malicious way, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
some players want to.
Marsh, you get a text over there?
A lot of hands that are missing.
Okay. All right. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on.
All right.
It's not funny, Carey. Beat the streak, Beth. Beat the streak, Bet the Board next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a SportsCenter update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take on the Seattle Mariners tonight, looking for a win as Michael McGreevy takes the mound. He'll face off against Logan Gilbert. First pitch is at 8:40. If you missed anything from today's show, including our interview with Barret Jackman, as well as our interview with Brad Thompson, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our interviews and full shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh. This SportsCenter update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's time for Beat the Streak. Marsh, who do we have today?
We have Nick joining the show.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
Good. How about you?
We're doing great, man. Thanks for playing. Thank you for listening. Marsh, what are our latest streaks?
All right, our latest streaks, it looks like Carey has a streak of 2, Jamie has a streak of 1, and all of us are back to 0.
Yep. All right, so the order will be Carey, Jamie, Nick, Marsh, and me. Go ahead, Carey.
Give me Randy Arozarena.
Randy A. For Carey. All right, Jamie.
Gorman.
Okay. Nick, you're up.
Let me get Ivan Herrera.
There you go.
Ivan Herrera off the board.
Oh.
Marsh.
Give me Thomas Sajasi.
Okay, I will take... why don't we go with Julio Rodriguez?
Thought you were going to go Nathan Church.
That's your guy, Anthony.
Why would I do that?
That's your guy.
You wanted him in the lineup.
No, I predicted that he was going to be in the
willed
lineup.
him into the lineup.
You actually did.
Guys, stop joking around. Nick, thank you so much for playing, man. Hope Ivan Herrera gets a hit. I hope it's a home run, actually. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good, guys.
Right.
MIZ.
Z-O-U.
Fire up chips.
See, I'm the only one who did it.
All right. Cardinals play tomorrow? No, they do not. So I just lied to Nick. Nick, I apologize. If you're still listening, I apologize. When Ivan...
you're good.
Oh, okay. I'm still there.
He
all right.
expects that.
Brewers are the next game on Friday. All right, Nick. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
You too. All right. From Beat the Streak to Bet the Board. Marsh, what do we have for our latest standings for Bet the Board, please, and thank you.
Gentlemen, we all did pretty well last night. We all got a point.
Nice
as
job,
the
guys.
Phillies won, Tampa Bay won 5-4. Ohtani, let's see here. Ohtani had 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, so that was over 2.5, which was different from Carey's usual 1.5 play.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
And
Nervous.
Rangers Suarez not only got over 5.5 strikeouts, he had 12.
Wow.
Dang.
All right.
Okay.
Who's up?
Anthony has 4 points. Jamie, you have 3. I have 3, and Carey has 2.
This one's tough. We need football back tomorrow, huh, boys? Yes, Anthony, you're right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Anthony, you're right.
Let's see here.
You're 100% right.
Give me the Mariners over 4.5 runs tonight. Wow. Mariners over 4.5 runs.
Who are the Mariners playing?
Pittsburgh.
No, they're not. Give me the Padres on the money line tonight, minus 144. You're welcome, Carey.
It's okay. Okay.
I am going to go with Paul Skeens to have 8+ strikeouts at minus 105.
Okay. All right.
Do I get to go?
No.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Carey.
Give me Kyle Schwarber. 1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
Nice job.
Minus 114.
Nice job. Really good. Okay. All righty. Let's go around the sports world here, guys. Okay.
Did you guys see that the Dallas Cowboys are bringing in Jadeveon Clowney?
They need a pass rusher.
They need a pass rusher.
They need an edge rusher, they said.
Micah Parsons is hurt, so they got to...
yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Well, he actually played. He was in Green Bay.
He was not in Philadelphia. He did not play in Philadelphia. Carey, do your homework, please.
He did not play in Philadelphia. You are correct, sir.
What do we think of this?
They had to stop the run.
Well, they didn't do a great job there. They tried because I saw Saquon do pretty good things against the Cowboys. But what do we think of this move? Is it reaching?
I mean, you got to have somebody to rush the passer. You got rid of one. You got to hire one.
Is he any good? Still.
I don't know what he did last year. I won't tell you that I know for sure how many.
I think he'll fill in fine. I mean, you're, as you would say, Jamie, you're backfilling the position.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
It's got to be better than what you have, which is not much.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors had a conversation with Coach Brian Dable about his sideline demeanor after the two were caught on camera with an animated exchange during Sunday's 21-6 loss to the Commanders. Both Neighbors and Dable said afterward that it was the result of two competitors trying to win. Neighbors said he thought the energy wasn't right and the Giants were lacking. Dable said he was trying to get him the ball. The fiery exchange occurred after just one quarter of the season opener. Neighbors said it prompted a talk with the coach afterward, but added that the situation was being, quote, blown out of proportion. The cameras were just on me, Neighbor said. I have to be more conscious of that, whether it's stepping out of my box or to talk to Dable on the sideline, just being overall aware of where I'm at. Brian Dable or Mike McDaniel fired first?
Oh, I think it's McDaniel. Watching all of it's just a forest fire around him and that Dolphins team. Any national thing you're watching, they're talking about Tyreek, they're talking about Tua, they're talking about McDaniel, they're talking about the Dolphins being soft, and they're this and they're that, and they're just they're out of sync, and it's just a disaster there. Mm-hmm. Whereas Brian Dable, it's not going well, but I think Mike McDaniel's failures right now are hiding Brian Dable from the bad press right now.
Yeah, very true.
I think Mike McDaniel's, this situation with Neighbors and Dayball, that's called football. Like, it's two people highly competitive having a conversation that is probably each other, one another yelling at one another, but it's still a football conversation. Sure. I don't think that's, and then a few minutes later you can see they're calmly talking.
Yeah.
If you caught every conversation on a sideline every Sunday or Saturday, somebody is getting yelled at or fussed at or cussed at or something, whether it's teammates talking to one another, whether it's coach and player, coach versus coach. That to me is nothing. But Mike McDaniel, they got a football issue.
Yeah.
And the football issue is they weren't good enough last week.
Now okay, but what do you? How do I put this? What evidence do you have that they weren't good last week?
They didn't score any points until late in the fourth quarter. They gave up a scoring. They gave up a score on every drive to the Indianapolis Colts. And Daniel Jones was the Indianapolis Colts quarterback. They allowed them to score on every single drive. They scored points on every single drive that the defense was out there for the Miami Dolphins, and they didn't score on any single drive until late in the fourth quarter, when the game was pretty much out of reach. So if you give up touchdowns on every possession defensively and you don't score in any offensive possession, yeah, you got a football problem there, brother. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Football problem.
Yeah, that does. That makes sense. Of course, Tyreek Hill also in a bit of trouble here as well.
That ain't good either.
No, not at all. If you haven't heard, there's allegations, and they're just allegations right now, but allegations against Tyreek Hill from his ex that there was multiple instances of domestic violence. And if that's the case and it's true, then he needs to not be playing football and he needs massive, massive help. So, but that's the non-football issue. You guys are right. The football issue for the Dolphins is
it just feels like certain individuals just can't stay out of their own way.
No, you're right about that.
And it's not just football. It's just they're in every walk of life. But unfortunately, with entertainment, football, sports, whatever it is, you're certainly highlighted more because the cameras follow you a lot. And Tyreek, this is not the first time that he's had things going on.
Yep.
So it's tough, man.
Yep.
It's tough to be navigating that and the team not playing well and now you're asking Mike McDaniel to try and bob and weave his way through all of that when it appears that he's already kind of lost the team.
Yeah. I agree. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the show with what we learned, 3 stars of the day, and if there's some time, some criticisms and compliments next. Tomorrow night, you can check out the Thursday night football game, and you can play with Underdog Fantasy. Underdog makes it easy to win a bunch of money just for getting some things right, specifically your football knowledge. So head to Underdog, and once I give you the promo code here, you'll have an opportunity to cash in on some bonus funds. But football being back, Underdog, the best place to select entries, win money all season long. You play right now in Missouri. Tomorrow night, you've got the Commanders and the Packers. I'm already eyeing up some of the picks. How about Jaden Daniels higher than 47.5 rushing yards? How about Jordan Love higher than 227.5 passing yards? I'll have some official plays for you tomorrow. But at Underdog Fantasy, how you want to build your player card, that's completely up to you. If you get all your picks right, and all you have to do is choose players that will go higher or lower on their stats, so touchdowns, interceptions, passing yards, rushing yards, up to you. You get all your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash just for playing for as little as $1 if you want to. So download the Underdog app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is just my first name, Anthony. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.inspeakgambling.org. If you missed anything from our show today, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts, of course, brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Marsh, kick us off.
All right, I learned today that Jamie will do whatever it takes to will his Lions to victory in week 2, whether it's picking the entire team to play well this upcoming week, or maybe even suiting up himself. Maybe not on defense, because we established earlier that I don't know if that defense would do too well. But if you put this man at tight end, we know we like the tight ends.
Yes.
They're very valuable to the team.
There's no question.
Jamie's a valuable teammate for us. I think he could help the Lions this week.
Let's go, baby.
Marching down to victory.
Is that the Lions song?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
It's
one.
rough. But they love it.
Never heard that.
How many times do you think they've sing that song over the course of their history?
Oh, they play it every home game.
Of course, of the history.
Do they play it only after wins?
They play it at every home game.
Do they?
Yeah.
That seems weird.
On the road.
What if they just play it during playoff wins?
Points. No, they don't. No. Oh, Carey, come on.
It'd be like a handful of times, Marshy.
Jeez.
That's some crap. Come in here late for the segment and you just drop nukes.
Man.
It's called grit. It's called
Grit?
No, Gridiron Heroes.
Oh, wow.
We should play that for the gridiron guys.
We should, yeah. We should. Forward down the fields, charging team that will not yield.
Okay.
And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave.
Yeah.
Rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. Come on, Jamie.
Yep.
With honor, you will keep your fame.
They only play it after playoff wins. He doesn't know.
Down the field and gain a Lion victory.
Touchdowns.
No, that's the whole song.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
I learned that when Marsh says we have a short break, he means it.
Yeah.
That break was like a minute and 35 seconds.
Marsh wasn't wrong on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very quick break.
Jamie, what'd you learn today?
I learned that in Anthony Stalter's NFL that if you touch a player, you lose your hand.
That's crazy.
I made a suggestion.
Like, not the players. If you're a fan.
If you're a fan.
And you touch the player, you lose the hand that you touched the player with.
And I don't think it just has to be the NFL. I think it'd be hockey. And there's just some creative ways that you can do so in hockey with the hands. Basketball.
Is that you're gonna just use a skate for that?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's hard.
Baseball, soccer, tennis, golf.
Golf.
Tennis. Why would it?
Says golfers high-fiving people along the way. He's basically sacrificing all of their hands.
Something to think about.
You got to make a decision. How bad do you want to give him high five?
There'd be a lot of people with no hands when Tiger Woods was playing.
You wouldn't have had the Malice in the Palace.
Thank you.
Nah. They would have just been getting punched.
Very true.
By Pacers.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have punched back.
This is awful. I can't touch you back. All right. What I learned is that if I'm right on something and Jamie is directly wrong about it, he will throw something at me.
Well, it started differently. I thought I was
throw Harry
right.
at him?
But here's the reason.
You did throw Harry.
I did. I thought I was right. And then Anthony said, whenever Jamie thinks he's that right, I know to go the other way. So that's why
that was a big
happened.
crap sandwich.
It was a big, yeah. I was condescending and arrogant. I apologize.
Yeah, but you were right.
I was being a cocky fat A. You know, I got an email about that once.
From Paul?
Yeah, he's got a new name every day.
Patrick. Every day. I was like, I can't remember ever either.
It starts with a P.
Yep. Marsh, would you like to read some criticisms and or compliments?
This is a great compliment for you, Anthony, from the 270. Stalter has the voice of an angel.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. And I'll continue to work on that song so I perfect it. But thank you.
You got to sing it after every victory.
Okay.
Okay.
Man.
Were you more perplexed that he looked at his watch and was like, okay. Like,
He was so dismissive.
He very much so. Like, okay. Like, I got better things to do.
You're way more animated than he. He's like, okay.
My watch buzzed. I was like,
Biscuit says, I am going to be a diehard Vikings fan for the next 96 hours.
Because he wants me to be punished.
Sounds like it.
Now, Marsh would hold on, time out. Marsh would also be punished. He would also have to wear a Falcon helmet, and he'd have to wear a Falcon shirt. So, why would you? I mean,
I don't think it's as funny.
Why? It's more funny if you have to do it.
Maybe.
You're going to wear the helmet. So, do you wear the helmet the entire show? You only take it off during breaks?
Yeah.
You got to talk with that helmet on?
How old is this helmet?
It's old.
Don't worry about it. Terms have already been agreed upon.
Thank you.
Now, we did get a text from a listener with an actual Vikings helmet, not a football helmet. It had the horns.
I already agreed to the Viking helmet.
All right.
The actual
It is a
helmet.
Viking See, Marsh.
No, not like.
See, you here. Let me help you. The older you get, you'll be more like Jamie. Not completely, don't worry.
Whoa.
But more like Jamie.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
When
what do you mean by that?
You said Viking helmet. You
Yeah.
could have just brought in the Viking helmet. And Jamie would have said, it's a Viking helmet. You gotta be, the older you get.
You're right.
The older you more, this is a compliment ish. The older you get, you'll be more like Jamie. You'll know how to tweak the rules just a little bit.
So, what's the difference between a compliment-ish and a crap sandwich?
No, it was a crap sandwich. It's the same thing.
So it is.
It's kind of like table tennis and ping pong. It's the same thing.
One of the same. Yeah.
Or pool and billiards.
He was looking at me. That was a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Be more like Jamie.
You also said not all the way though when
So
you
don't
said
worry.
that he'll eventually turn into Jamie.
Yeah, don't worry. Kind of like when he skirted the rules to get his college football
He
playoff
skirt
team.
the rules. The rules are the rules.
And he skirted Water Boy from the Snake Pit, I think, brings up an excellent point. If the Vikings and Falcons tie, then Jamie has to wear both of them.
Well, we know that's not going to happen.
Both helmets?
No, if the Falcons and Vikings tie, then Carey's got to wear one and Jamie's got to wear one.
Well, hey, listen, the Vikings play the Steelers in a couple weeks, so this
No, you
will
just do it
probably
again.
be another thing coming
Carey,
up.
we know he's got a helmet at home somewhere.
And the Lions and Vikings
I'm gonna have
play
to go buy
multiple
a
They
helmet.
play multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't think the Vikings play the old Buccos this year, or the Patriots.
Well, there you go. So Lions and Vikings.
Steelers play the Falcons. We did last year.
Last year.
Should have done something then.
Yeah.
That 18-6 dub we put on you down in the Mercedes-Benz. Chris
It was
Boswell's.
7.
Was it 6?
That was
18-6.
That was 18-10 or something.
I thought you all didn't score.
No, we scored first. I think we had a lead.
Field goal.
Believe it or not. No.
I don't remember.
I'm looking this
That wasn't
up.
the game that Kirk went to the
Kirk could barely move that game.
chicken place after, was it?
No.
What was the score?
It was 18-10.
18-10. Oh, you did score a touchdown, huh?
Yeah. They got a field goal first, then you guys tied it, then you took the lead, then we took the lead.
Yeah, we kicked 18 points in field goal.
Yes, you did. Chris Boswell had to ice up for 3 weeks after that game.
Ruined him.
Mm-hmm. Wrecked him.
You guys ready for the 3 stars of the day?
I knew you'd like that. Yes, of course.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
All right, our 3rd star of the day goes out to your children listening to you as a coach. We know that sometimes that does not happen, but when it does, it probably feels amazing.
Right.
When it does.
It's never happened, but yeah.
It does. It's pretty damn special.
Yeah.
I told you, son.
Yeah, you did it. I did it, Dad.
2nd star of the day goes out to
the doctor's assistant coach
Yeah.
for that knowledge.
Thanks.
Sorry, Marshall.
I love Dr. Kenzie. I bet you do. It's a hell of a coach, son.
2nd star of the day goes out to the word rivalry.
Rivalry. That's
Rivalry
We web it.
Yeah.
Rivalry week.
Is a difficult one.
It is.
Good luck with that.
1st star of the day goes out to former Blues defenseman and newest director of Alumni, Barret Jackman.
Way to go, Jax. Yeah, if you missed that interview again, you can listen to the podcast. Available on 101 ESPN or the Dobbs Tire Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the back podcast brought to you by Shave Door Company. All right, good stuff. Good stuff, folks. We got an instant replay coming up. Tomorrow, we got Packers and Commanders. Pregame at 6:30. Kickoff at 7:15. Your Cardinal Rallies do play tonight against the Seattle Mariners. Michael McGreevy on the hill against Logan Gilberts.
You stay up and watch.
Oh, I always do. I always do.
Jamie?
I'll be
You
up.
too.
Don't you worry.
Yeah. Looking forward to tonight's Cardinals and Mariners
What are you
game.
most looking forward to?
Michael McGreevy start.
Okay.
Yeah. Michael McGreevy
These
start.
young guys getting opportunities to
Absolutely.
continue to prove themselves
Sure, of course.
worthy of
Nathan Church.
playing time, you know?
Yes.
Inching closer to that final wild card spot.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Is Marshy right?
Only 4.5 games.
I'm looking forward to Yvonne hitting home run tonight. Yeah, I mean those are just some of the things, Carey. I can't list them all for you with the time running out, of course.
Okay, I respect it.
Yeah. I was just fortunate the no Cardinals game tomorrow, so I don't have to choose Cardinals or the football game. For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie, I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.